That's all praise to the Most High God, right? In the name of the anointed Messiah, Yahweh Shai, right? We are the Hebrew Israelites known as the refiners, right? Here to refine our people. Quick summary, right? I was already going in my lesson, but a quick summary is we're teaching, not teaching, but we're showing our people how to raise our children, right? And the main thing is we gotta remind them of the Lord, right? We gotta teach them about the Lord, right? Without the Lord in your life, you're really not living a life. I'm gonna keep it real, right? My life before this, I wasn't living, right? But now that I heard this truth, now I'm getting a taste of real life. And that's what we want for our children. We want our children to have a good life. And in order to get that good life, as it says in Proverbs, right? No, it says in Psalms, right? How can a young man be pure? By obeying your commands. It's plain and simple, right? It's not that deep. It's like, how is your son going to live a good life? How is your daughter going to live a good life? They listen to their parents. It's as simple as that. You got to listen to the father, right? And if you want to understand what it is the Father has in store for you, just do as he says. And you start picking it up. You answer your own questions, right? Now, can you give me that in Sirach again?
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 7, verse 23. If you have sons, educate them.
Right.
Teach them self-discipline while they are young.
Right. Teach them self-discipline while they are young. When they're young, they soak up the most. They don't know anything. They come into this world like everything is brand new to them. Everything they never seen it. So as you're raising them up, instead of them soaking up all the stuff that they see on the tablet, all the stuff that they see in this world, you remind them how they're supposed to move. And they soak it up, and it doesn't go away, right? Because stuff that we do as kids, it's hard for us to let go of those things, right? Whether it's our hobbies, the foods we like. I've been eating this candy since I was a kid. I love it, right? Kids soak those things up. So let's have our kids soak up the stories of the Lord, the prophets, right? The words of Christ, right? The words of Yahweh, his commandments. Let our kids soak those things up. So when they come up, they're like 6-year-olds moving like they're 40, right? That's what we want our kids to move, right? We don't want our kids to, you know what I'm saying? We want our kids to know better, right? And that's what we out here teaching, man, is for our kids to live a better life and for our kids to know is they got to understand the Lord, right? And the definition for discipline, right, is, can you give me the definition, brother?
Definition for discipline. You want me to read them both?
Not just the top one.
The practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior.
Right. So teaching people how to listen to rules and a code of behavior. Right. Our code of behavior is what the Most High God told us. Right. Don't do this. Don't do that. Why? Because people that are lawless live like that. I don't want you guys to live like that. That's what the Lord basically commanded us to do all these things for us, so we move a certain way, what is right in the Lord, right? We want to move how the Creator wants us to move, not by anything else, right? Because then that's the most perfect way, right? And so that's what we want for our kids, right? Can you give me Proverbs 29 and 17, right? And then Proverbs 13 and 24. I know they ain't gonna like this one, but it is what it is. Yeah, Proverbs 29 and 17, right? You know what I'm saying? In order to teach self-discipline, you kind of have to get out your comfort zone, right? I know as a parent, sometimes we don't like to see our kids cry. We don't like to see our kids sad or mad, but it has to happen, right? That's all part of it. They have to learn from their mistakes, right? And, give me that.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 17.
Right.
Correct thy sons.
Correct thy son, right?
And he shall give thee rest.
And he shall give thee rest. Correcting them is teaching them self-discipline. How else are they going to self-discipline themselves if they don't know what they're doing wrong? They think they're always right. But when you correct them, then they're like, nah, this is wrong. I can't be doing this. Now, when it comes to the situation and you're not there, they tell themselves, no, I can't be doing this, right? You have a good day, sis. Right? Oh, good evening. Right. You got kids, sis? You got kids? You got kids? Got a lot of them? Got a whole lot? How many you got? All right.
I think I got like 18.
18? That's nice. 18 kids, no way. You got 18 kids.
Get out of here. Look, I got baby daddy all different colors.
Okay.
All the time.
Okay.
Tell the kids.
And do they know about the Lord? You teach them about the Lord? Okay. What's some examples you get?
When I was talking, but see, you know, the Lord brought me back different though.
Okay.
I'm not like Virgin Mary. Ooh, I'm like.
What's some examples that you tell your kids about the Lord?
Well, when I would tell my kids, I love them so much, and God put things in people's faces when it's in your face, and He exposes a lot of stuff. So whatever they're going through, you know what I'm saying? Under the circumstances that Most High always send His angels to wrap their love and their protection around them because we're in an evil last days.
Oh yeah, you right about that. Uh-huh.
Same shit.
Okay.
So excuse my French. I'm just
No, it's okay.
direct. Shit, hell. But what I was told, I even made Lucifer bow to. So at the end of the day, what God sends, what's in me is in me, and how I'm coming is how I'm coming.
Okay.
Saying, taking a lead, you never know when you're entertaining an angel, but I want my kids to find God and don't let nothing distract them.
Okay.
And that's even with y'all.
So you tell them all that.
Doing the same shit. Brother, I've been rappers, all that shit. I put all that aside because when it came down to it, and I got thrown in there across that bridge, it was made tough.
Well, one thing, right?
One
One example was what you tell your kids.
Tell my kids.
Yeah.
What I tell my kids is what I'm showing them. That regardless to whatever, it's always gonna be a struggle. God give it, God take it away.
Okay.
He'll put people in your corner that's for you, and He'll show you the people that you gave to, not expecting anything back, but who's for you. Because it could be your own kids. It could be your own family members. That's a prime example of what we're going through. My kids are made at me as an example for everybody to see.
God, can you give me
And that's what
1 John 5 and 3?
Everybody, I never got all this, and the whole time we know you're doing this.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you never know when you're entertaining the angel. Just make sure you stay in your lane, and you see somebody out there with help. You do what you got to do.
And would you say when God places those people, right, that are good and that are bad, would you say He's trying to teach you a lesson?
He's making a test.
Okay, and would you say He's looking out for you when He sends you that test?
He's looking out for you to see if you're strong, because He don't
Okay.
want no weakness with His army.
And if you come out strong, how do you say thanks to the Lord?
I'm a leader, not a follower.
And when you come out strong, how do you say thanks to the Lord?
I always say, God, I love you, and I give thanks every day that I'm still alive. I didn't got assassinated so many times.
Okay.
And I'm still here.
You want to learn what the love of the Lord is?
I'm a living witness.
All right. In simple words.
I'm a seraphim angel that is sent here.
In simple words, sis, what is the love of the Lord?
The love of the Lord is submitting to Him and having a faith of as small as a mustard seed, and to believe in faith and not to just go by what you do and don't think that you're gonna run something.
Okay.
You don't run on His time.
Okay.
He runs it. He's orchestrating everything.
Absolutely.
And what's in me, it is what it is. We all out here grimy. I gotta do what I gotta do. I'm fight for it.
Okay.
But I was putting me as an example, and I'm not ashamed of that. The whole elites know that I was.
So what are something?
Excuse me, sir.
Okay, well, hold on. No, I'm not in hell. Hold on. We got to take turns though, right? Because we gotta.
Because you never been thrown in hell before.
We gotta talk.
Never been thrown in
We
hell
are
before.
in hell right now, sis. We are in hell right now,
I got
sis.
thrown in the lava. I got thrown in a volcano.
If you got thrown in a
a
volcano,
dragon.
you wouldn't be here,
I came
sis.
up on a dragon.
If you got
And
thrown in a
if it wasn't
volcano,
for
you
God,
wouldn't
I
be here,
I
sis.
got on God and I laughed when I just sit.
Hold on, sis. We trying to talk.
Holidays, but what I gotta say is what I'm gotta say. You set me down. I'm the law. Because people's practice.
So you said we gotta listen to the Lord. That's what I was gonna ask you. So what does He tell you? What does He tell you? And what do you listen?
God tells me it doesn't matter on how you get down. God.
Nah, He didn't say that, sis.
Sometimes you gotta get down grimy to understand.
He didn't say that though.
No,
he didn't say that. He didn't tell you
so many
that.
times, I'm not gonna go back and forth with you.
He didn't say that.
The world knows
But we
why
out
I'm
here
just
breaking
like
bread,
this.
sis. We out here
No,
breaking
I
bread.
am,
Look.
because I'm very serious because my life.
We're serious already.
Besides
We're
me
serious right here.
being
But
a
you gotta
rapper,
understand though. Look.
they
Hold
told
on,
me-
sis.
excuse me, they
Hold on,
told
sis.
me,
You gotta pass the mic. You gotta pass the mic.
sir,
Bring
sir,
that up.
I
Bring
got
that
it.
up. Bring that up. Bring that up.
I
Bring
got
that
it.
up.
Verse
This is the book of 1 John, all right?
Chapter 5 and verse 3.
Oh, verse 3. Let's let the
This
sister
is
know.
love of God.
For this is the love of God, sis.
That we
Okay.
keep His commandments.
That we keep His commandments.
And His commandments are not grievous.
And His commandments are not grievous. So
It's
what
not
are His
grievous.
commandments?
It's not grievous.
What are His
It's called
commandments, sis?
strength.
What are His
It's called
commandments?
strength. You gotta know struggle. I know how
What
it
is
is to have
commandments?
money, and I know how it is not to have money.
Sis,
I
you
don't
just
know
gonna keep
where I'm
you just
coming
gonna keep like going on and giving a testimony?
from.
Are
I'ma
we
give a
gonna
testimony,
talk?
I'ma give all that. Because
Are we
see,
gonna
that
talk?
dog got thrown off cliffs, got chopped up and thrown in here. I did.
You wouldn't be here, sis. You got chopped up. And you got chopped up.
and all of that, and it's on the internet. Google it.
And you got thrown in a volcano too?
777.
And you got thrown in a volcano too?
See ya.
Man, that's, hey man, that sister got thrown in the volcano. She got chopped up, thrown off a cliff, and is here standing.
Came
You
up
know
on
what
a
I'm saying?
dragon.
Came up on a dragon. Woo! We gotta, I'm telling you, man.
How I missed 16.
I'm telling you, miss, huh?
How I missed 16.
Man, you know what I'm saying, man? When we having a dialogue, man, you don't just go on a run-on sentence, right? There is no commas, no periods in what the sister's saying, right? All right, man. Let's talk about the Lord and not about volcanoes, right? Give me that in Proverbs. Give me that in Proverbs 13 and 24. Oh, you got Proverbs 13 and 24? Come on, let's get that. Right. Let's go. Let's bring it out. Let's talk about the Lord, right? And volcanoes.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 13.
It's the book of Proverbs, right?
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 13, verse 24.
All right.
If you don't punish your children,
If you don't punish your children, they end up like that, right?
you don't love them.
You don't love them, right? So if you don't punish your children, you don't love them. And punishment isn't always physical, right? You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't agree with abuse. I don't agree with abuse. Sometimes the children does need a pow pow. That's how you gonna learn. That's how I learned, right? My mom used to smack me in the mouth, used to whoop me, a little too much, but she used to whoop me, and I learned. And I'm here on the streets teaching about God. If I didn't get whooped, I wouldn't be on the streets right here teaching about God, right? You know what I'm saying? If you ain't getting punished, right, you're gonna end up right here on 16th and Mission off drugs. Straight up, right? But I don't condone abuse, right? Because abuse will also get you up on these streets as well. But we gotta teach our children, man. You know what I'm saying? It's very important, man. We want our children to be respectful, right? I was trying to be respectful to the sister, but man, it was a run-on sentence the whole entire time, bro. We gotta, you know what I'm saying? We gotta chop it up. We gotta talk, right?
All right, let me see.
Come.
All right, preset.
Oh, you got precept? Yeah.
Hebrews 12 and 6. For whom the Lord loveth, he chastiseth.
Right? So whom the Lord loveth, he chastised. Even though the Lord gives you butt whoopings. If you ain't getting no butt whoopings, it's because the Lord not dealing with you. He's tired of you. Right? Or you just not Jacob. I don't know. Right? But even the Lord gives that discipline. And that's what we got to get for our children, right? Because we love them. I don't want my child to do the mistake that he just made right now. So I'm going to scold him, right? And he's going to learn from that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, like I said, the Bible gives you all the game that you need. Nothing less, nothing more, right? It just gives you what you need and you fill in the blanks, right? Literally, the Lord punishes us to teach us a lesson. That's what we got to do for our kids, right? Yeah. Right. Oh, you say you got something?
I was asking you.
Oh, Con, yeah. Let me get. I don't know. I don't want to get this on live, so like, right. But let's get 1 Samuel 2 and 12, right? 1 Samuel 2 and 12, and then can you hold? Right. I don't want to read the whole story, so let's get Ephesians 6 and 4, right? And then you got. Ooh, yeah, let's get that, right? All right, this is, Salakia. This is an example, right, of kids that don't listen to the Most High, right? This is what the Lord called these kids, right? And this is not something that I want my son to be called, right? Come on, bring that up.
1 Samuel.
You said chapter 2? 2 and 12, yeah.
1 Samuel, chapter 2, verse 12. Now the sons of Eli were sons of Belial.
Belial, yeah.
Belial. They knew not the Lord.
So these sons were Belial, right? Belial, right? Now what's Belial, right? Again, these sons were known as these things, right? And I'm gonna give you an example of what they did too, right? I'm telling you, man, these kids were disrespectful. They didn't feel the rod. I didn't want to say that on live, but they didn't get their butt whooped. So these kids thought that there was no punishment for their actions, and they continue to do this. And guess what? They were destined to die, and that sucks. And that's not what I want for my son. That's not what I want for y'all kids. So let's teach them about the Lord, that the Lord can really give you that belt, that studded belt, straight from Mexico, fine leather, bro. That's right. Right? Read this Bible, Kishal. the definition, right? So again, like a little synopsis, right, on who these kids were, right? There was a Levite named Eli, right? And he was in the temples and he would do all the sacrifices and everything in the offerings for the Lord, right? And his sons, they will go grab forks, pick at the fat, right? Because we're supposed to give the fat to the Lord, right? In a sacrifice. But these kids were picking out the fat, taking some, bro. That's like Levitical 101. You know not to touch the sacrifices of the Lord. These kids didn't care. Why? Because Eli didn't punish them. He let them continue doing that. Hey, stop. Just like giving them that America discipline. That no. We don't do that. Gentle parenting, bro. Gentle parenting does not work. That does not work, right? You have to. Sometimes you have to raise your voice. Sometimes you have to put on a mad face while you're looking at them in their eyes. Sometimes you have to get the belt. Sometimes they just have to learn, right? Right. And let's get the definition for Belial, right? Oh, Belial, kind of.
It's the definition of Belial. This is the BLB, right?
Yeah, Blue Letter Bible.
Out of the Blue Letter Bible.
Right.
Worthless, good for nothing, unprofitable, base fellow, wicked, ruin, and destruction.
And the Lord thought of these kids like that. These fools are worthless, good for nothing, picking at my sacrifices that these people are giving to me. And you just over here poking it with a fork, trying to take some. So these kids were destined to death, and they ended up dying. Kind of.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 13, and verse 24, in the New KJV. Bring it out. He who spares his rod hates his son.
So he who spares the rod hates his son. Eli, I know Eli loved his sons, but at the same time he didn't, because he spared that rod. If that was my kid, he would have got a whooping before he even grabbed the fork and even went to he would have got a whooping, and he would have sat there all day, not make not one noise. Or like what my mom used to do, hincado in the corner, on your knees, looking at the wall. No, you can't get up. No, you can't go pee, right? That's the things that we need to do for our kids. They're going to be like, I'm not doing that again. I'm not standing there 3 hours on my knees looking at the corner of the wall, right? No, that's why we got to teach our kids. We got to not spare the rod, right?
And when you're done, if you could give the example of what is the law for it. Remember how you were telling us about like over the pants and all this stuff for like whooping?
Like the American law?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, yeah, I know
yeah,
American
yeah.
law. Okay, yeah. But he who loves him disciplines him properly.
So he who loves and disciplines him properly, right? You gonna give your son, your daughter butt whooping because you do not want them to make the same mistake. Because if you stack and stack and stack, you're gonna make the worst mistake to the wrong person, right?
So the statute for the California state statute for reprimanding your child, or what is called corporal punishment, is the limit is 2 pats with an open hand on the butt with jeans or some clothes on. Anything above 2 pats on open-handed will be called corporal punishment, and it's punishable by law. You go to jail, child protective services.
You see that? The America don't want you to discipline your kids. That first one is I'm mad. The second one is I can't believe you did this, right? And the third one is you better learn from this, right? It has to be more than 2, right? And I'm not here condoning abuse or nothing, right? Because sometimes when my mom with me, it was with the belt, and best believe I didn't do that same mistake. I remember one time, I'm gonna get a little testimony, right? I'm gonna get a little story, right? I knocked a girl's tooth out in middle school. My mom punched me in my mouth, right? She punched me in my mouth. She just socked me in my mouth. And I didn't knock her. So there was this thing, right? We would pick up little pebbles, like on PE, sitting on the floor, and we'd throw them at each other, right? She threw one in my eye. I was like, ugh, right? And then we went out to the field, and I was super far away. I grabbed the rock about this side, and I was like, nah, it ain't gonna hit her. I threw it. All I see is, I'm like, what happened? I run over there, and her tooth got knocked out. I got suspended, went home, and my mom punched me so hard in my mouth, and that's what I get. I didn't do that again. I don't not mess around with the females at school. They want to shove me in and be like, ooh, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not. Yeah, and I called police, right? But that sock in the mouth really showed me something. I'm like, damn. And then I seen a tear in my mom's eye. I was like, man, what am I doing, bro? I'm over here doing stupid shit, right? Excuse my language, right? But again, we can't spare that rod, right? My mom always made me feel the rod when I did something wrong, and I respect my mother for that. My mom was a great mother for giving me the whoopings. I actually appreciate that, right? That's a very good mother right there. And that's what I want us to be. We want to be good parents, and we gotta teach our children, right? And sometimes we gotta do things that we don't feel like doing, right? Oh, I was like, where's my phone? You know what I'm saying? Right? But again, the American system don't want you to teach your kids, right? They don't want you to teach them wrong from right, or else you're gonna get locked up for it, right? And that goes to show, man, this world is against this Bible, man, right? So I ain't gonna go into that. Let's just get Ephesians 6:4 about Kashan. I was gonna go into the prodigal son, but I'm gonna give somebody else a chance to speak.
It's the book of Ephesians, chapter 6, verse 4.
You can give me 1 Corinthians 8 and 9 in the GNT.
Do not treat your children in such a
read
way as to make them angry.
Right? So do not treat your children in ways that they're gonna make them angry, because then they're gonna sin, right? Part of the law is to honor your mother and father. Imagine you abusing your kids and now they don't honor you. They disrespect you. They hate you. Now you cause them to sin. Now get this, Baba Kashan.
1 Corinthians.
You got a question, sis? What do you think about that, sis? Giving the rod to the children when they're not behaving.
Well, I was raised like this.
Okay.
You raise a child, you teach a child at home how you want to be in public. So however he act at home is the same way he gonna be in public.
I agree with that, because they carry either way.
I had old school parents, my mother and my father's. They showed me tough love because I was a hard-headed kid. But I thank God for that, because no telling where I would have ended up.
All praises. And you know what? It's the ones who get the punishment that appreciate it.
And I used to think that they was hard on me.
Yeah.
I thought they was mean to me. But then I look at a lot of these parents, damn. I just didn't know how good I had it.
Exactly. I agree with you. One time, one thing, like, because when I got older, my mom stopped whipping me. When I was already, like, I would say,
some child abuse. These kids don't know nothing about
they don't know nothing about
They
no.
don't know about no.
Boop, child abuse. I'm
No,
call. You know, they actually
school
called
with
the
whips on
police.
us. Teachers didn't call CPS. They had permission to whoop us with a paddle.
At school?
Come on now. These kids don't know. That was child abuse. My mom used to make me go out in the yard, go out the yard and get the tree switches together. Now that was some child abuse.
Yeah.
I
Well,
thank
what's your-
God
yeah.
for my mama and my
Yeah, I know,
papa,
I know.
because these kids don't know nothing about tough love. See, my mom and daddy showed me tough love.
And see, we could learn from that. We could hold on, bro. Hold on. We could learn from that, right? Because our parents aren't always the best, right? So we
They ain't
take in,
perfect.
we take in their mistakes and we better them, right? So we would take out the abuse that they gave to us, but we'd take the discipline that actually helped us, and we would give our children the discipline without that abuse.
I'm gonna say this: the teaching come from the parents. Whatever the parent know, they gonna teach it to their kids. Whatever it is they may know. Not saying they right or wrong, but whatever they know, they gonna teach it to their kids.
All right. So what's one piece of advice that you would give the viewers right here on discipline?
Listen to your parents. I thought I was all that. I thought I knew everything. I was stupid. Stupid. And then I look at a lot of these young girls. You know what? I was way smarter back then than what they is.
Right.
I can say that. Thank you, Lord. I ain't boasting or bragging.
All praise the Most High.
Okay? But these women these days, they don't have no morals, no dignity, no pride, and no respect for themselves or their body.
Right. Let them know, sis. They
See,
don't.
When I was a kid coming up, my mama taught me, you think with this, not this. Lord, forgive me. I mean, this attractive man, but that ain't what's gonna keep. This was gonna keep.
I
Man
like that.
attractive, but this is what's gonna keep. See, I had an old school mama and an old school daddy. See, there ain't too many old school parents anymore. And I
Right.
thought my mama was mean and my daddy was mean to me. Okay? How dare me? I was being selfish. I didn't realize it at the time, y'all. And I feel guilty. I'm feeling guilty now. And look, I got a beer in my hand. Y'all forgive me.
Oh, it's okay. We could drink beer. You know what I'm saying? You just enjoying your Saturday right here with a beer. I'm not here to judge you, right? Because look, you
They
might
say
have
you ain't supposed to talk about God when you drink it, and I feel guilty. You're not supposed to bring God up when you got alcohol. Because he ain't got shit to do with this. Even though he drunk wine, but he drunk it in moderation. I'm gonna turn my back to y'all.
no, it's all right, sis. But that was some solid advice, right? That's some solid advice. Again, this will attract a man, but this will keep a man, right? And again, like the sister was raised right. You know what I'm saying? The sister knows, right? And she says she got the rod, and that's how you come out. And I love the sister's mindset, right? You know what I'm saying? And again, you see nothing but benefits. But this verse, let's get the verse that I got first.
1 Corinthians, verse 8, chapter 9, in the Good News Translation.
Bring it out.
Be careful, however, not to let your freedom of action make those who are weak in the faith fall into sin.
Right? That goes back to Ephesians. Don't be whooping your children too much because you're not in a good mood, right? Because you're not doing right. Because we're supposed to teach our children, right? Be sharper, be smarter. Don't make bad decisions because you're gonna make them fall into sin. Now they're not respecting you. They hate you, right? Now you're causing them to sin. Kids are always gonna be weak in faith. Not all kids, but most kids. They don't know anything. They for sure don't know the Lord, right? Because you're supposed to be teaching them. And you, with your freedom of action, give them the whoopings because you control that. You can give them a whooping as much as you want. It's gonna cause them to sin, right? What's up, bro? You were saying something?
Can you elaborate what the dragon means? Why am I so obsessed with it? Dragons?
Why are you so obsessed with it?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The heathen, right?
Because in Wyoming, there's this massive.
Wait, hold on. One second. Hold on. 1 second. Hey, hold on. What does a dragon mean to you?
Like a spiritual entity that is a spell of energy.
And what's so spiritual about it?
The purity, the constants of it, the vibration.
The purity? Where do you get that it's pure?
It would make sense that dragons are absolutely pure entities.
And where did you read that at?
Feel, intuition.
Intuition? So
Yeah.
you yourself made that up?
34 years old, yeah.
At 34 years
My
old,
theory- my
with the
theory-
Neff hat and a skateboard, you
I've
thought
done chills
that the dragon is pure.
And I've had close-eye visual experiences.
You want to know something that's purer than that dragon?
And seeing
Oh, this guy got the
skies.
rocks on his neck. Okay, so you think
And
that those
seeing
rocks give you
dragons,
energy,
waves of
right?
dragons, multi
You think that those
dragons.
rocks give you energy?
That's what it says.
What says? Where are you getting the
The
information
Bible
from?
says
Shalom
dragons,
alaikum, shalom
topaz,
karaz.
amethyst.
Those don't give you energy. Those are the stones that are representing the 12 tribes.
Yeah.
So what does that have to do with chakra and energy and wearing them on your neck and
Balance.
feeling the power? Where do you get that from though?
Weight,
Huh?
physics, inertia.
Weight, physics, inertia?
Yeah.
Weight, physics, inertia doesn't teach you
Removing
that
idleness.
that rocks heal you.
Allowing chakra flow. Heat.
Yeah, all right, man. That's funny. Huh? Yeah, have a good one, man. Good luck, bro. Right? But yeah, man. I'm gonna give it to somebody else, right? I'm gonna let somebody else have a chance to talk, right? But I appreciate for everybody here listening to me, right? Even though nobody's coming up, everybody's avoiding us now. It was all popular right here, and then now all of a sudden, it's not so popular, right? But I'm gonna give it to the next dynamic speaker, right? And I want to say, call thou with Dathla Yahweh Shem Mashiach Yahushai, right? And say Shalom.
Shalom.
Go ahead, Shalom. Your reading friendly.
Shalom, everybody. Shalom. Man, we're out here in San Francisco, 16th and Mission, man. Y'all know the spot, man. Berkeley is dead right now. School's out. What better spot than the original stomping grounds, man? If y'all followed us back when we were in Shikari, you know, man. Like, share, subscribe, family.
Flip it on your
Right here?
It's a little drip on the string.
Oh, for real? All right, the water. Give me 1 Peter I will. Give me 1 Peter 3:15. Matter of fact, no, you give me Matthew 4, 15. All right. No, wait. Wait.
That's talking about Zebulon.
Yeah, I know. Just give me 4 and 16.
Man, we are
And
not
you give
Jewish.
me 1
guy.
Peter
We
3:15.
believe in Christ. Relax.
All right, man. What's going on, y'all? I just want to give all praise and honor to the Most High God, Yahweh. The name of His anointed one, Yahweh Shai. Some of y'all call him Jesus, right? So we come out here to really to give really like what's really on my heart as my brother was speaking was hope, man. It's hope. We come out here and our people are on drugs. Our people selling drugs. Our people and it's no disrespect to you, since our people out here
I smoke drugs.
Hey.
Y'all see, I got a testimony.
Okay, give me
Y'all just don't know.
give me 1 second. This is for you. Give
I
me
am
1 second. This for you.
One of God's chosen ones.
This for you. This for you. So just give me that real quick. Give me 1 Peter 3:15. This for you. Oh, okay, my bad. You got 1 Peter 3:15. Yeah, give me that.
I got it right here.
The book,
Go ahead.
the book of 1 Peter, chapter 3 and verse 15.
Go ahead.
But sanctify the Lord God in your heart,
I'll keep going.
and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asks you a reason of hope that is in you.
So a lot of times people, they look at us and they say, you're foolish, you're crazy. What are you doing out here? Oh, I see these young men, at least they read in the Bible. They could be doing other things, but we come out here to tell you about the hope that lies within us. And a lot of people think this hope is funny, but their lives are not what they want them to be. They're on drugs. They live in these small homes, these shelters. They're not having the things that they want in life, and they're seeking it through drugs and alcohol. They're seeking it through sex and validation and what they put on their body, these labels. I don't care about none of this stuff. I buy Jordans and all that, and it don't mean nothing, right?
Materialistic.
Because what is the world? What is it if I gain the world and I lose my soul?
Right.
What is it if I gain the whole world, and what would I exchange for my soul, right? We come out here to tell you about the hope that lies within us, right? Give me that.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 4, and verse 16.
Bring it out.
The people which sat in darkness saw great light.
The people who sat in darkness saw a great light. Now, some of y'all are sitting in darkness, but because you don't understand what light is, you look at us as if we're funny, as if we're people that should not be heard or listened to, as if we're young men that cannot give you a lesson on wisdom, on how to raise your children, on how to have successful marriages, on how to balance your finances, on how to worship the Most High God, who I believe a lot of y'all will say that y'all believe in. But we come out here to give you this hope, to tell you about this hope that we have inside of us, because we are this light. We are this light, right? Give me, hold on. Nope. Go ahead, sis. What's going on?
I was talking to this brother today, right? This is confirmation when you see it's about the light and the darkness.
Okay.
The light outshines the darkness. The darkness can't get along with the light. The light tails off on the darkness. And he told me, he said, the reason why you find yourself sometimes, you can just run across people, and for some reason they don't like you. He says your spirit.
Right.
And he was saying that people, they can tell when you have a good spirit. When they ain't
Isaiah
right,
63, 1.
that means they ain't living in darkness, and your lightness outshines their darkness.
Right.
So
You said they're living in darkness?
Living in darkness.
Okay, I just want to make sure I'm with you. Okay.
yeah, living in darkness. My light outshines their darkness.
Right.
See, when they live in darkness, our light. See, you guys got light. So I ain't gonna say everybody, but majority of people out here living in darkness. So you out here right now, and y'all light is, even though you may not think it, but your light is outshining all these people. They hear you.
You want to hear something crazy? You want to hear something? Cause I want to
This
add.
man told me this today, y'all. That was confirmation.
So Isaiah, you heard of Isaiah the prophet? You know what that is? He said something similar. Give me that real quick.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 63, and verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom, which with dyed garments from Basra?
That's not it.
No, this is talking about Christ coming and stomping the Edomites out.
62 or 61, one of those.
I thought I said 63 though. Is that 63 or 62?
This is 63. This is 62. You told me
Say,
63.
peace, I will not. See thy light. See thy righteousness. Hold on, 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second.
Take your time.
1 second. I might have wrote it down wrong. Nah, it's not that.
Talking about the gospel?
Uh-uh.
You talking about the light?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No. I wrote it down.
Paraphrase it for him, man.
Glory is shining on nation. This stupid GNT. 1 second. It was saying that the world is in gross darkness. Yeah, it is. It's 60. My bad. Give me 60. 1 and 2.
That's close enough.
It's pretty close. No, but I want you to have Proverbs. I need you to have Proverbs. Hold it down in Proverbs for me, please. I know, but it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry.
My peoples.
Don't worry. Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 60, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Arise, shine, for thy light is come,
Uh-huh.
and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee.
No, this is what we want. Verse 2.
Verse 2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall rise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee.
So you talked about people living in darkness, right? The whole world, and you said there's some people out here, right, who are living in darkness, right? And this is the thing, right? The whole world.
Wait a minute. Let me back up.
But let me just finish my sentence, because I want us to have okay.
Understand it.
Yeah. So, but the whole world is in darkness, right? The whole world is in darkness, and so the question is, what is darkness and what is light? What is light?
See, us, we are the dark.
So we live that light. Okay.
These people that's out here, they have a. Some of them don't have to, but they choose to. Because some people just don't want to do right. You know what I'm saying? We live in the light. We are the chosen ones. You know what I'm saying? They say many are called, but only few are chosen.
Few are chosen.
See, right. See, we are the chosen ones. Maybe you don't understand what I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying.
But not saying they're not the chosen ones, but when I say we the chosen ones, we went through things. Let me tell you something about me. The reason why I say I'm a chosen one is because when I was a kid coming up, I went through some things in my life. You know what I'm saying? People made fun of me, you know what I'm saying? I had to fight my way, you know what I'm saying? People that go through things, look, I've been shot. See, we are the people that have been through some things are the chosen ones.
Right. Go ahead.
Come on
Say
now.
Deuteronomy 28 for me, please. Just hold
These
down
people
Deuteronomy
ain't been through
28.
nothing.
I got a feeling we don't need it.
I've been on crack too, but I did it for 3 years. I'm clean.
Yeah.
Been clean since 99.
That's
Come
right.
on now, I
That's
done been
right.
through some things.
That's right.
Because
That's
we
right.
are the chosen one. Only chosen ones can go through things.
That's right.
I'm trying to tell y'all something.
Now look, I want to. You got a minute? You got a
I
minute?
got plenty of time
All
when it
right,
comes to
good.
God.
All right, cool. So I want to cover two things, right? Because first of all, you speaking to all of our lives right now, right?
We all done been through some things. That's why you think you're out here?
Yeah.
How many of y'all been on crack? Up.
Yeah.
What? How many of y'all? Yeah.
Yeah. But I want to address the light first, right? Because the light is what shows us where to go, right? The light is what, when you're in the darkness and you can't see, the light shows you where to go, right? All right, so give me that Proverbs.
The
You
book
gotta
of
hit rock
Proverbs.
bottom though.
The book of Proverbs, chapter
Yeah.
6 and verse 23.
Uh-huh.
For the commandment is a lamp,
Uh-huh.
and the law is light.
So a commandment is the lamp and the law is light. The law is light. Jump to Psalm 119, 105 real quick. So the commandment is a lamp and the law is light. So when we look at Isaiah, what he was talking about, the whole world is in darkness, right? But they're going to come to our light, it says later on, right? That light represents us living righteously according to the standards of God, right? Keeping his commandments, keeping his laws, because that is the light. So the world that is in darkness is in sin.
Brother,
They
I'ma
living
say
in
this.
sin.
We doing that, but we still ain't perfect. We
Oh, okay.
still sin every day. Just because we out here, you guys out here, we all down for the Lord, we sin every day.
Okay, what is sin? Because this is the thing, right? Because this is the thing, because oftentimes, like, we tend to have different opinions.
About that. Yeah.
But it's not about my opinion or your opinion, right? It's about what's in the book, And all we can do is agree on what it says, right?
Basic
And I'm not going to add
instructions
to it, and
before
I'm not going
leaving
to take away from it. So just based on your understanding, before we go, you already know what I want. Based on your understanding, what is sin, right? Because you said that we all sin every day, right?
Knowing to do right, but we choose not to.
Okay, I mean, we could use that. We could. There's a scripture that says, "He who knows what to do and does not do it is to him it is sin." But there's a more concrete definition, right? Give me that.
It's the book of 1 John, chapter 3 and verse 4. Whosoever committed sin transgresseth also the law.
So whoever is living in sin is living against the law. Now that takes us right back to what the light is. The light is the law. So people who are not keeping the law are living in sin, right? So hold on, because I know you got a lot to say, but let me just say
I ain't got
this.
nothing to say. I'm listening.
Okay. So this is the thing, though. So check this out. Now you say that we all sin every day, and I won't argue with that, but because you're speaking in general, right? But what I can say is, once you learn how to tie your shoe, did you continue to tie your shoe?
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, wait a minute. I got you. Oh, shoot. I didn't got a wake-up call. Okay.
You continue to tie your shoe, right?
I didn't got a wake-up call. Thank you.
You learn.
That's a wake-up call.
Right? You learn how to put your jacket on and zip it
the
up.
same mistake.
You don't keep doing it.
Once you learn the
Once
right way.
you know what sin is. So we just found out that sin is transgression of the law, right?
Holler at me, my peoples.
Sin is transgression of the law, right?
That's right.
And so that means we have to keep the law in order to not sin. Which means we have to keep the law in order to not be in darkness, right? Because the law is actually also the light. And we can't be the light to the world if we're not keeping the law, because that means we're in darkness, right? We might be a little bit lighter than the...
And you know what? You know how we keep the law? I keep it in my heart.
Okay.
I got a conscience, y'all. I ain't never held a gun in my life. I can't kill nobody. I mean, I'm a fighter. I grew up that way. You know what I'm saying? But I'll feed you. I ain't gonna let you take my kindness too many times for weakness. I mean, I'm only human. Even the Bible say you feed people, you give them, if they thirsty, you know, you give them something to drink. I'm gonna do that. But and you tell me if I'm wrong, because I'm struggling too. I'm only human too. Would I keep on letting people just keep on just powering down on me when I know better?
No,
After God done told me?
you shouldn't.
Am I being
give me
selfish?
cash your pearls
Talk
before
to
swine.
me.
I think, what's that, Matthew 5?
Am I being selfish?
Yeah, do not catch your pearls before swine. Yeah, there's a scripture on that. He's finding it right now. But, I mean, ultimately, the man who people call Jesus, we call him Yahushua Hamashiach, right? That's Hebrew, you know, but his name in Hebrew, right? But ultimately, he told us, he advised us not to cast our pearl before swine, right? So what that means is, do not give things that are holy or precious to people who cannot appreciate these things, right? And that's what the scripture says, don't give what's holy to the dogs. That might be the same verse, actually.
So I know, as long as I know I ain't being selfish.
Don't give right. So you do kind to people as you can, but if someone's taking advantage of you,
I can only take so much because I'm only human.
Right, you have to be a good manager of what God has given you to manage, right? And so I think an aspect of that is having the discernment to know when someone's misusing that and abusing that, right? So I think what you're saying is valid.
Thanks. I just need some clarification.
Okay, you got that? All right. Okay, this here right here, sister.
On some chosen ones.
This here right here.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 7 and verse 6. Give not which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine.
Right, so don't give what's special to dogs, right? Because holy means to be set apart, right? So it's something that's not normal, it's not regular, it's not something that is willy-nilly every day, you know what I'm saying? It's something that we reserve with, like, man, I'm gonna set this right here because I don't want it to get smashed. Like you know how, but I don't think our generation really does it, but the older generation.
Why you say, what you mean you don't?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, because
talk to me.
The older generation, they would have these big cabinets with china, with nice plates and glasses. But see, our generation, we don't really do that.
China,
we don't really do that.
And on holidays with that.
Right.
Yeah.
You had it set aside though.
Yeah,
it wasn't in the regular cabinet. It was set aside, right? So you don't give that to somebody who's just gonna be all willy-willy and rough with it, and you don't do that. You give it to people who are gonna appreciate that. They're gonna appreciate that, right? So that's what. So ultimately, that's what God has done with us, right? Because we're His chosen people, right? When we come out here to teach that we are His chosen people, actually the Israelites of the Bible. Have you ever heard that?
Yeah.
That we're the chosen people. When did you hear that?
In the Bible, and I hear it at church.
Tell me what you're saying.
I say in the Bible, and I go to church.
Oh, they told you that at church that you're an Israelite? That y'all Israelites?
No. Let me tell you something. You know what I am? I am a child of God.
Okay.
That's what I am.
Okay,
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now, God got the last say so about where I'm going, who I am. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here what y'all saying, but He got the last say so.
I agree. So if you don't mind, if you never heard that, you should allow us just to kind of go through that, because ultimately our main focus is to come out here and tell our people who they are, because we've been deceived and we've been lied to.
I just said I didn't want to listen to you.
No, I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. we were here. Remember I told you I was going to address the light?
Yeah.
And then you talked about us being a chosen people, and I said I wanted to address that, but I just wanted to go, down the line and address everything.
Maybe I should rephrase. We all are chosen, but we chosen people. There are two, but they choose. Damn.
Give me
We all
your favorite
God's
scripture,
people.
2nd
You know what I'm saying? Because God don't show no favoritism. We all His children.
Deuteronomy 7:6.
But some of us choose to go the other way.
Okay, that's true. That's
I
true.
mean, we went the other way too, but in order to, look, all of us, we went the other way to get to where you at now, right?
I would say that it was on the path that led us here. Yeah,
So
definitely.
you mean to tell me all your life you did good?
No,
You didn't
hell
make
no. I
mistakes.
went to
You
prison.
didn't-
I sold guns. I ain't shot
okay,
at the people I got
okay.
shot
That's
at.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
no, I did all that. I didn't
That's what
sell
I'm talking
weed.
about,
I
the
didn't
chosen
sell
ones that
pills.
been
I
through
didn't.
some things.
Yeah, I didn't did that. I didn't did all that. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It was on the path that led me here. It was definitely on the path. I didn't know how it was gonna. It's 6 and 55, right, or 51. Give me that real quick, because you said God don't show favoritism, and again,
No,
right?
He don't.
But again, this is not about your opinion or my opinion, right? Because my opinion ain't better than yours. Your opinion ain't better than mine.
So
It's
ain't.
about
We
what the
just
Most
talking.
High says, right? I always want to go back to what He says, because ultimately, you said He has the last word, right?
Right.
Okay,
Basic
so give me that.
instructions before leaving Earth.
Okay, so give me that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto Himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So we see right here that He has chosen a specific group of people to be special to Him above other groups of people on the face of the earth. Does that sound like favoritism? It don't sound like favoritism?
I mean,
I got GNT right here.
You got any GT? Give me the GT.
This is Deuteronomy.
Let's hear it one more time.
okay.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6 in the GNT. Do this because you belong to the Lord your God. From all the people on earth, He chose you to be His special people.
Right, so He chose them to be the special people. And give me Amos 3 and 2 real quick too.
Got it right now.
Oh, you do? Go ahead, give me.
No. He was just
Oh,
telling me to get that, but
You got you
yeah,
getting second address?
Yeah, I got that.
Okay, give me that. This is a really, really good one. So
Okay.
I wanted him to go first because
Okay.
this one only adds to that, right?
I'm gonna start at 54 because it gives the context of like Adam and everybody
Yep.
coming from
Do that.
right?
Yep.
All right, so it's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, starting at verse 54. And after these, Adam, also whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen.
Right. So who is the we that is talking about coming from Adam? Just hold it's okay. Just hold that. Just keep that in your mind, because it's going to build on what is being said next. Go ahead.
Verse 55.
Uh-huh.
All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
Okay, again, it sounds like a specific group of people for our sakes. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 56.
Uh-huh.
As for the other people,
As for the other people who came from Adam,
which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but like unto spittle, and hast likened them, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
A drop. So these other group of people, so there's a specific group of people that God chose in Deuteronomy 7:6, right? We just heard that twice, to be His special people above all other people. And then we hear here there's a group of people, right, that are also special, and everybody else is likened to a drop in a bucket. There's another translation that says spittle, like spit, like, so they're regarded, they have a low regard, right? So when we talk about chosen people, when we talk about favoritism from the Most High God, we got to look at what He says. And He says, I have a special people, right? He has a special people, right? So before I keep going, what you think? What you got?
All nations before him are as nothing, and are counted as him
I still
less than
think
nothing and vanity.
that we are the
Okay,
special
hold on.
people.
Okay.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
I don't care what you. I mean, I don't mean to say it like that, but
No, it's okay.
we
Speak
are
your
the
mind.
special people.
When you say
you
we,
can't change my
when-
mind on that.
No, okay, but when you
Because of
say
what
we,
I've been through in my life, stuff I've been through,
Okay.
and God was still here for me.
Uh-huh.
Let me tell you something, y'all.
give me Deuteronomy 20. We can just drop that. Give me
I got
Deuteronomy 20.
a
Okay.
few testimonies, but I'm gonna tell
Uh-huh.
you this.
Uh-huh,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
tell you how I know I'm a chosen one.
Hmm?
Back in 1997,
Hmm?
I pulled up in front of the store, right? And I got out my car and I started proceeding to go into the store. Well, as I was walking into the store, these youngsters came through and started shooting.
Okay.
Well, I just happened to be the one to get one of the bullets. It was a few people got shot, but I was one of the ones that got the bullet. Well, the bullet went directly into my back and made a right turn and came on my side. They didn't even have to do no surgery on me. I stayed in the hospital for 2 days. That third day, I got up and I started walking around the hospital, the nurse's station, and I stood in front of them and I started doing jumping jacks. They just couldn't believe it. They said,
That's
"Oh,
right.
you lucky." You know what I told them? I said, "Luck ain't
Oh,
got
you
nothing to
blessed.
do with it." I said, "God ain't through with me yet."
That's right. That's
See
right.
what I'm saying? So
No, I
done
do.
been through some things. See
I
what I'm
do.
saying?
Yeah. I
got some
do.
testimonies for you.
No, I do.
The doctor told me I was in a bad car accident. The doctor told me I wasn't gonna never walk again.
So when you because I don't want to get because I like stories and I get sidetracked. So when you said that
This
we
ain't
are
no
the
story,
chosen,
these testimonies.
but it's your story.
Yeah.
It's your story. I didn't mean that like you making up stuff. I mean like you telling your story. Your testimony is your story, right? So when you said we are the chosen people, who specifically are you referring to when you say we?
I shouldn't say me. I wanted the chosen ones.
Okay, no, I agree with
wanted the
that.
chosen
No,
ones. You right. I got
I
that,
agree with
brother.
that. No, I agree with that.
You got okay.
I'm not trying to get nothing because
No,
this is the thing. I just want to have a conversation with you because ultimately we come out here, we really care about the people,
are
but
peoples.
we care about our people.
Yeah.
And so
They don't care about themselves.
so if you're saying that you're chosen by God, what you're acknowledging is that the scriptures that we just read, you're one of the people that was set above other nations.
Right.
That's what you're saying, right? Like pretty
And
clearly.
I ain't boasting or bragging.
That's okay.
I have one thing
I
too,
ain't
right?
boasting. Yes.
Because we're all live right now. So there's this one person who said this earlier. His name is, or I think it's he, Will Reed, right? He says even she has a favorite grandchild. Doesn't mean she loves one more than the other, but definitely different. One gets spoiled more too, right? It's the same way how we're all God's creation, but God still has that one special people. He's like, this is the one that I like the more.
And that's the chosen one. One of his chosen ones. And that's me.
And that's
You already did.
Well, that's Lord. Y'all know what I'm saying. Come on now. If we all, you got a testimony. You got one. That's why you all are here.
Don't worry about that. They gonna do what they gonna do.
Yeah. Satan trying to distract
Yeah,
us.
they gonna do what they gonna do.
See?
So the question I want to ask you next is, right, if and this is if not in like questioning it, but so the people that God chose, right, above all nations are apparently at the bottom status wise. We're at the bottom of society. And why do you think that is? Right, you've
Why
been through
we
it.
the bottom of
You've been
society?
through a lot. You told me all the things you didn't
Well,
been through.
I mean,
We
you know,
both
I'm
we
gonna tell
both
you
been
something.
through some things, right? And we know that we're chosen by God. So why doesn't our lives necessarily reflect that? Why aren't we in Ferraris and the rich and famous?
I
Like
got
why?
some issues, brother. I'm gonna tell you, I'm only human, so
Okay.
You know, they say never question God, right? So
Okay.
I ain't gonna question God, but I just kind of wonder, out of all these races,
Right.
why we had to be the worst race? Why we had to go through what we had to go through? Out of all these races, now why did He pick us out? I mean,
Yeah.
what was it about us? Lord, I ain't trying to question you, and I'm making sure I'm not. But I just don't understand that. Why us?
Yeah.
All these other races. What was so special about us? I mean, that we had to go through all of that.
Oh.
Come on now.
We got the answers, and I don't even want to say we have the. Let me rephrase that because that sounds prideful. We don't have the answers, but
Yeah, see?
but we know where they are.
Some guys-
But hold on, but we know where they are in the book, and we're gonna start with this, right? So we're gonna continue with the understanding that we are the chosen people, right?
And I still believe that.
And please,
What I've
and
been
don't ever let
I don't
nobody
care.
tell you that that's
what
not
I've
true.
Been through, it was the reason why I'm still here.
That's
telling
right.
y'all my story.
Right. Can I know your name? I'm sorry.
Charlotte.
Charlotte, or I'm Shala. Nice to meet
Shala.
you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Okay, Deuteronomy 28:1.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and do all his commandments, which I command thee this day,
what's going to happen?
That the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So we see that earlier in Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6, he said that I chose you above all peoples, right? Here he's saying, if you obey, I will set you above all of these people, right? And so there's like a prerequisite to that status, and it's obedience to God.
And I didn't always obey.
I didn't always obey. None of us did. None of us did. Our ancestors, none of them did.
You know, you can run, but you can't hide.
That's right.
I ran from God for years, and I just got to the point. I say I surrender. I'm tired. I can't do it no more. Do what you want with me. So,
give me verse 15.
Some years ago, I got tired of running.
Yeah.
You see, my thing was when things get hard, I would run. Instead of dealing with it, I would just run. And I found out wherever you run, it's gonna be the same situation with different people, but it's gonna be the same situation. What you gonna do? Keep running?
Right.
At some point in time, you got to deal with the situation. And it took me some time to get through that, y'all, but I finally did.
You know the quote I heard. This dude when I was in jail, he told me this quote.
Runner.
This dude when I
ran from God, y'all.
Yeah, Jonah did too. Jonah did too.
I ain't gonna lie, he know it.
Yeah.
I was a runner. I ran from God.
But wherever you go, you're gonna be there. Wherever you take yourself, you're gonna be there. So you're gonna have the same problems until you outgrow them. I'm gonna have the same problems until I outgrow them.
But the same situation.
Yeah, because it's the same you.
And it took me some time
and it's the same me.
You can't run from yourself.
We can't run from ourselves.
Ooh.
We can't run from ourselves. So look, we're gonna get back into this. So here, right, we saw that if we listen to him, our people, the chosen above all nations, would be set above all nations. But the prerequisite to that, right, was us obeying God, right? And we see that, I mean, as we look outward, like, okay, apparently we didn't obey God, right? Let's read this though. Let's read what this actually said, because this is prophetic. We're talking prophecy right now. I don't know if you know that. This is prophecy, and we're living out this prophecy right now, right? And it gets greater later. And that's what's important about this conversation about being a light, because it always goes back to being a light. Right, but at this time, right, we're gonna see what the prophecy was.
Verse 15.
Okay, it's verse 15 in the same chapter, Deuteronomy 28:15.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So this is going to happen if we do not listen to him, right? We saw that if we did listen to him, he set us above on high. But what's going to happen if we do not listen to him?
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So if we obey him, we get blessings. If we disobey, we get curses.
Okay, I'm gonna let you finish, and I got some.
No, go ahead, because I don't want to keep going.
What you're saying, right? And they say never question God. So God knew us before we even came out the womb. He knew what we was gonna think before we thought it. He knew what we was gonna say before we thought it. He knew what we was gonna do before we. So I don't understand that. How would I put this?
I gotta.
He know we're rebellious and stiff-necked though.
I think this one's.
If I could too.
No, go ahead. You want 3 and 2?
I'm sure you've heard this. You said,
okay.
What was your name again?
Charlotte.
Charlotte. I'm sure you heard of the prophet Jeremiah.
Yes.
He's called the weeping prophet. All he was
He
doing
knew what he created us. So then.
I'm getting to something where he complained. And so did the prophet Ezra. Why did you do this? Why did you do that? There's nothing new under the sun.
I ain't playing with that.
But I'm saying it's in the Bible.
Yeah.
Prophets did that. You know? So.
I still don't understand that.
I mean, I don't think any of us do, but what
I'm only human, y'all.
Yeah.
I ain't scared to speak out and say what I don't understand.
Yeah, that's good. I think the powerful thing about this conversation is that we're getting a lot of clarity though. We're getting clarity because I can't see your heart, but based on what I hear, it sounds like your heart is in the right place and you're ready for what you're about to hear. Because it says the truth will set you free,
I
right?
stopped running a long time
The
ago.
truth will set you free.
I stopped running a long time ago.
I can't see.
Light and dark,
Yeah.
the lion and
I ain't got no choice but to listen.
the lion and did you run?
I stopped running a long time ago.
Snake, you get bit.
You can hold it. Mark that from the end. So we saw here in Deuteronomy 28 and 15, right, that our people are now under curses because they didn't listen, right? And there is an explanation for that. There is a part explanation for that brother got right here. Go ahead.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, verses 1 and 2. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you.
Okay, against you and me and the chosen people, right? This is the word that he spoke against us. Go ahead.
O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
So let's stop real quick. Because this is real powerful. He's gonna read that again. You already said that that's us. You said children of Israel. I heard you say that. I didn't want to stop. You said that's us, right? So you have this understanding that this book is about you. It was written by your ancestors to you, right?
Yeah.
This is history. There's prophecy and there's promises that are written and recorded for you. It's for you, right? So let's read this one more time because this is what he was saying about the way we will be living today, right? This is what he's saying. Go ahead.
From the top. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you.
Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against us. Go ahead.
O children of Israel.
O children of Israel, my chosen people. What word has he spoken against us?
Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying.
The one who delivered us from captivity, and even this day delivers us from our small battles and our small captivities, man. Right. In our everyday situation, when we need money, when we have issues in our lives, when we get off drugs, when we get out of prison, when we survive bullet holes and all that, you know what I'm saying?
We holler God.
Man, go ahead, brother.
Verse 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
So it says, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. So again, he's saying, I put you up here, and y'all the only people that I know. You're the only one that I know, Shirley. You're the one that I know. Oh, Charlotte? I'm sorry. I said it with confidence. I get a point for confidence. I apologize, Charlotte. Go ahead.
Right.
Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
So because I only know you, I'm going to punish you. Now check this out. If you have a child, right, and you got a neighbor.
I'm trying not to be hard-headed. I thought I had learned.
But you
I
know
guess
what?
I ain't, huh?
But that's where them lickings come from. That's where them licks come from.
Hey, what do you want from me?
That's where them licks come from, right? And we don't get to choose the whip. You know, when I was a little kid, you used to be able to choose the stick off the tree that you wanted. We don't get to choose it with God. We don't get to choose that. We don't get to choose the punishment.
Oh my
We don't get to choose it. We don't get to choose it. Like, period. It is what it is. So what he's saying here is because y'all the only people that I deal with, because y'all my children and they not my children, I'm going to spank you because you disobeyed me. I'm going to spank you. I'm going to spank y'all. Right? Let's go back to Deuteronomy 28. So, and he's spanking us with curses. You got something about?
Yeah, I got just two little pieces.
Come on.
All right, so this is the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 6. It says, ye were sold to all the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved God to wrath, ye were delivered unto the enemies. Right? Mm-hmm. So this is Baruch chapter 3, verse 8. It says, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments, according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our God.
So this is the whooping. This is the punishment. These are the consequences for our disobedience. He said he sold us because
maybe I don't know, but I'm just do this have anything to do with some of us being bastard kids?
What do you mean exactly by that?
Not being married.
I mean,
come on, we talking this stuff. I'm just real with you.
So,
come on, I don't
so
lie to me.
I'm not. So I will put it to you.
You know what I'm saying? Is that do anything because my daddy was in my life, but my mama wasn't married.
Give me that in Deuteronomy 28 about fathers leaving their kids.
Do that have anything with us doing with we was cursed because we came out? Some of us is bastard kids.
So
it says that in the Bible.
So one of the curses is that a lot of us will grow up as bastard children. right? And that's because we disobeyed. No, that's cool. We got it right here. You got it already? All right.
Hey, not specific, not bastard children, but your father's not in your life. That's different
That's a
than what
bastard
you're
if you
saying.
don't know your dad.
Yes,
Not
yes.
in the Hebrew.
I mean, I knew
Oh,
my
that's not?
dad, but
No, a bastard child is
him and my mama wasn't married.
a
So
mamzer, which would be like a child of incest,
see,
if I'm not mistaken.
But what she's
is that
saying,
part of
but
a
what-
curse?
But what she's saying is growing up not having your father though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a modern.
Yeah, but no,
But
but
I-
she said her dad and her mom weren't married when
Yeah,
they had
but
her.
he was in my life, but they wasn't married.
Oh,
And you see what I'm saying?
that's a whole
He
nother
had-
subject.
Right. Papa was a rolling stone.
well, real quick.
Wherever he lived, his hat was his home. That
And
was my
when
daddy.
he died.
See,
Nah,
go on with that.
But look, so
Okay, that was my
biblically,
daddy.
so I'll say no, and the reason I say that is because
But he took
biblically,
care of us.
but biblically, when a man lays with a woman, that is his wife. So that's not a reason, for what you're saying. That I would say no.
He was married to my mama. I got two brothers. I was the first child. Me, my brother Darren, and
Give
then
me
my brother Mucho.
Genesis
He
24
married
and
my brother
67.
Darren, Gloria. He married her.
Uh-huh.
He didn't marry my mama. I was the first child.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and he didn't marry Dante Mucho mama.
Okay.
Okay, he married Darren, my second brother, mother Gloria.
But I'm not to
So
cut you
I
off.
was the first. I was the bastard child.
But not to cut you off, but this is the thing. I want you to understand this from the Bible. That's a Western way of seeing things. We're looking at what the Bible, because as you said, God got the last word, right? I'm going to hold you to that, because I believe it too, right? And that's how we're going to get our understanding, right?
Okay.
God has the last word. So with how God has set things up, right, for us as people in general, not just the people, his chosen people, but all people, right? As he has set it up is if you lie with a woman, a man lies with a woman, that's his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is his wife. And so you were not a bastard child, according to God, according to the Bible.
Get out.
You're right, because it was time he was ready for me to come here. Yeah.
But hear me out. You were not a bastard child because if a man lies with a woman, that is his wife. So they were married and they didn't even know it.
So you talking about common law marriage?
I'm talking about God's law marriage.
Okay, I hear you.
Just the
Okay.
Bible. So look, I'm gonna give you an example right here. Go ahead.
The book of Genesis, chapter 24 and 67.
Uh-huh.
And Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent.
Okay, so are you familiar with the story when Abraham sends his servant his servant to find a wife for Isaac?
Yeah.
Okay, so he brings the woman back. Okay, what happens?
And took Rebekah, and she became his wife.
So he took her into the tent, and she became his wife. That means they had sex, right? It said she became his wife after he took her into the tent. She wasn't his wife before that, according to what we
Until
read,
he
right?
slept with her.
Until he slept with her,
So
So that's his
nowadays,
wife.
So why is it still like that no more?
because they suffer
Oh,
for
shoot.
because they don't have the knowledge.
Like that no more. So if
They
I
don't have the knowledge.
Tonight, we husband and wife?
Yep. Yes.
I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about that, bro.
That's hella funny.
I don't mean that right.
No, I'm not taking it that way. I'm not taking it like that because they don't live by the Bible. We don't live by the Bible, and that takes us right back to the curses, right? Because if we were keeping the law, we would have this understanding of how to live in our communities. So instead of having this understanding, right? Instead of having this understanding of how God has established things for His people, we're just doing whatever. Right, we're just doing whatever, and now we're suffering the consequences of that. Right, we got all these broken homes, broken marriages, AIDS, all type of STDs, STIs. We have a lot of issues that come from just sleeping around and not carrying the responsibility that comes with sex. Right. So that's a part. That's a curse right there.
Yes.
That is a curse. We're under many curses, and that is one of them. The
Well,
father
I'm
leaving
glad
his
I ain't under
children.
that curse.
I mean, man, hallelujah. Right, praise the Lord. Right. So before we continue, I just want to make sure you understanding.
I got everything, yeah.
Okay, so kind of repeat to me back, just so I'm not trying to be funny, but just kind of repeat to me back, just so we know, just so I know.
What you want me to repeat back to you?
Okay, so what is light?
To me, I'm talking about what I see.
No, the Bible though.
Oh man.
Because remember, it's not about my opinion or your opinion. It's about God's opinion. He got the last word. So what is God's idea of light? What did God establish light to be? It's okay if you don't remember.
People.
The law.
Oh my.
The law.
Okay.
The law is a light. Right? And so the way that we're a light to people is by walking in the
God's
obedience to the law. Because now we illuminate to those who are in darkness. What is darkness? You remember what darkness is?
Well, my darkness is
What
That's
is
right.
God?
In
What is
the Bible,
God's?
see?
What is God's
See?
darkness?
Okay. I don't know. I ain't
What?
gonna say.
One second, brother. So what? So darkness is sin, right? Darkness is sin because sin is transgression of the law, and if the law is light, the contrast to light is darkness, right? Right? So their sin is darkness, right?
So okay.
Okay, now you talked about okay, so you got that, and then we talked about everything you've been through, and you're a chosen person of God. Everything we did, all these brothers up here that been through stuff. We're the chosen people of God, right? And we ask ourselves, why, Lord, why? And you said you would never dare question Him. Yet we have these inquiries. Why is my life like this? Why I've been shot at? Why I've been shot? Why I've been to prison? Why my girl leave me? Why my father don't love me? Why? And then we go to Deuteronomy 28, and we see that this chosen people who we number ourselves among have received consequences for their disobedience for not keeping the law. They're just getting them out here. Don't worry about it, man. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. Don't even worry about that. Don't worry about that. So that's where we are right now.
Okay.
So because we're not keeping the light, because we're not keeping the law, because we're not walking in light, we have been in darkness.
So we
right?
still, even though you're right, we've chosen one, but we still walking in sin. I get that.
But we now remember we got to go back to that because you said we sin every day. But if you know how to tie your shoes, you're gonna leave them unloose. You're gonna leave them loose.
No.
You're
So
not
let me
gonna leave
stop
them
saying
loose.
that.
So you have to learn what the law is so that you can keep it. So then you won't be walking in sin every day.
So I gotta learn the law.
So you gotta learn the law.
I don't know.
You gotta learn the law. That's right. Because we disobeyed the law, because we didn't know the law, we got curses. We got curses put on us. And that's where we at right now. That's where we at. You and me are standing right here on 16th and Mission. We could be anywhere else in the world, but we're right here talking about being a light to the world. But first we gotta come out of darkness. And now that we know that darkness is sin, we need to know what the law is so that we can walk in that law and be the lights that we believe we are. Because our ancestors did not walk in the light, we were all put under curses. And right now we're living out curses. So what you talked about, how why aren't people knowing that sex is marriage, and why aren't they living? Because first of all, they don't keep the word, but second of all, our people, specifically the chosen people, they don't know the law. So we're living under curses. And so a man will sleep with a woman, have a kid, and just never see the kid. And it's like what? And to me that's tragic. That's tragic. That's sad. That's sad. But that's one of the conditions of our disobedience, because we drove him to wrath, and so he sold us. We became slaves of other people. Give me Deuteronomy 28:68. Right, we talk about slavery. We talk about the oppression of our people. We talk about these harsh conditions with taxes and overtaxation and over-policing and just the micromanagement of our communities. I was just talking to a dude earlier, and he was talking about people selling weed and smoking weed and black people. And I said, man, who owns the dispensaries? Who owns these big fields? Like, I'm sure some colored people do, but from what I understand, y'all got the connections. Y'all the people, y'all the politicians. Y'all people bringing this stuff in, right? And so we are still suffering because of what other people have put on us. It's okay. It's okay. I'll do it. Give me Deuteronomy 28:68.
Shalom, family.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Read it up.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So the Lord will bring you again to Egypt on ships, right? So hold on. You familiar with the story of Moses? God sent Moses to Pharaoh.
Yeah. Free his people.
So this is after. This is after they're free.
In a circle. But how long many years?
No, that's Jericho. That's different. That's a different story.
Wait a minute. Moses, when he went to go free
That, yeah. Well, they did for 40 years. I thought you were talking about Jericho when they walked down.
They did.
Oh yeah. No, you're right. Yeah. Yep. They're in the wilderness. Yep. So
how you not walk around the same spot and not know the same thing, not notice it?
Because they were in darkness. They were blind.
See, yeah.
They were blind, and I'm just using that spiritually, right? Like ultimately, they just didn't know where they was going.
Like,
not even that. They were supposed to walk 40 years because they didn't have faith in God. They went to go spy out the land.
They did their own stuff.
And for 40 days, they went out there, and God said, look, you went 40 days out there. You came back thinking that you couldn't take over that land. For every day you were out there, it's going to be a year that you're out there. So 40 years they were out there for not having faith in God.
Yeah,
That's
see?
scary, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's scary.
Yeah, so-
How you gonna walk in the same spot and not notice it?
So this prophecy right here was saying that one of the conditions of our disobedience was being taken on ships to be captive. Finish that, please. I don't mean to be demanding.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
So where these group of people were taken on ships, they'll be sold as slaves, and no man shall save them, right? No man shall redeem them. They will not be taken out of that situation. And if you look at the situation, if you look at us now, I mean, they just found creative ways to keep us captive. They've got creative with it. They got creative with it, right? Just with the Jim Crow laws, with the putting the dope in our communities, right? Just with, huh?
Juan Crow laws. There's such thing as not only the Jim Crow laws, but there's also a thing that they did to
Now,
Hispanics.
what is the Jim Crow laws? Explain that to me.
It was like segregation.
Oh.
Yeah.
There was the segregation, and not only did they have the Jim Crow laws, but they had a thing also called the Juan Crow laws, which was for the Hispanics.
Okay,
And we're the chosen people. So you see that what they did. So they kept establishing ways to keep their foot on our necks, right? But it's because we disobeyed.
Mm-hmm.
It's because we chose to reject the light and walk in darkness.
Like we still doing, I guess.
Right. So let me ask you a quick question. What do you know about your heritage? Where your ancestry? Where does that start at? You believe that you're like the descendant of a slave, like of slaves, or you believe?
My dad, I'm part Indian.
Okay.
Cherokee Indian. My dad and his mother, they black and Cherokee.
Your dad is black and Cherokee?
Yeah, black and Cherokee and his mother.
What is your dad's dad? What's your grandfather?
He was Cherokee.
Oh, he was Cherokee.
Yeah, he was Cherokee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so my mama, she's all the way black. My family on my mother's side is black.
Okay.
See, so I'm part Cherokee and Indian, but still, I consider myself more black than anything.
No, I understand that.
I mean,
I don't know nothing about the Cherokee. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not no racist or nothing, but
Yeah. So, all right. So look. So I walk with you to this point, and it's important that you hear my brother, because ultimately, give me numbers 1 and 18 real quick. So, because ultimately, right, we trace biblically, we trace our nationalities through our fathers, right? And so, and we trace our fathers to nations of people, or groups of people, or tribes of people who come from nations of people, and so So ultimately, I'm gonna be real. I don't know much about the Cherokee at all, really. Right? I just know that they're an indigenous group of people. Right? My people came from slave ships, unfortunately. So I know more about that specifically historically. But
now my mama's side came from that. Yeah. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. But it's based on your father, so he's gonna educate you, because he's gonna tie it all in. Or if he passes it back to me, I'll tie it all in, because ultimately, right? We come out here. Remember, it says the truth. You shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Knowing your identity as an Israelite and what that looks like for you is what's going to be the key to opening that gate, right? Because when you're in darkness and you're not keeping the law, then you're in a cage. You're a slave to sin, right? You're a slave to sin ultimately, right? And so, in order to be free from that, right, we have to keep the law. We have to walk into the light.
I got to know the law more. Yeah.
You got to know the law, but you also have to know your identity and how you should be living as an Israelite. Right, so it was good talking to you. I'm gonna pass it to my brother right here. But yeah, it was hella good talking to you. Yep.
I'll be right back to you in a bit. Go ahead. How you doing, Charlotte?
Hi.
It's on me. Yeah. So, first, give me numbers 1 and 18, right? Because there's a reason why the brother asked you about who your father is, right? So, get this first.
So it's the book of Numbers, chapter 1 and verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigree.
What's a pedigree, Charlotte?
I don't know. Tell me.
It's like it's what you are, your breed, right? What you're made out of, right? And they declared their pedigrees, like a pedigree, like say like a horse, right? You'll know which kind of pedigree the horse is based on what the dad is.
Well, okay, a pedigree. I ain't no pedigree. I'm Afro-American. Okay,
Afro-American,
yeah,
African American.
I ain't no
And then I'll ask you something about that right now, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
after their families, by the house of their fathers.
By the house of what?
Of the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, by their poll.
Poll, yeah. So basically, they ask, "Who's your dad?" All right, and they'll say, "Well, look, my dad's Cherokee. My dad's
Cherokee
Mexican."
and black. His
Yeah.
mother was all the way Cherokee, but his daddy was black.
Oh, so your grandpa's dad was black.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yes.
so
And
now
my mama
now it'll go
side
somewhere
was
different,
black, yeah.
right? No.
Yeah,
So
my mama's side was black.
and look, I'll
Afro-American.
pass it right back to bro. I wanted to
My
just read
daddy's
this.
si- mama, she was Cherokee. My daddy was black.
Okay, cool. I'll pass it right back to the brother because I want the brother to get his reps
My
in
mama's
this.
side was Afro-American.
So look, I'm gonna just get this for you real quick, right? Because we believe that the Cherokees will fall under the tribe of Gad. I don't know if it's on this sign, right? Which is one specific tribe, right? And there was something that was in, along with coming with the rest of the 10 tribes that came over here, which what we would say is the Northern Kingdom, right? The Latino and the indigenous tribes.
See, my daddy was light skinned, just like that, had that hair, yeah.
Yeah, but see, and that's exactly why we put this on here because it's not about your skin tone.
Yeah.
It's about who you descend from, right? So get that real quick.
You want to start there, or you want to start up here with the context? Or the leads or connection between those two?
No, you could just get this. So there's basically this lady named Beverly Baker wrote this book, right? And this book costs like $2,000 if you want to buy it, right? So there's only a little piece of it in this website, right? Go ahead.
The story has been kept alive among our Cherokee people that the Sicarii who escaped from Masada.
And look, so Masada and the Sicarii, that's in Jerusalem, right? The Sicarii is a people that were basically zealots fighting against the Roman rule, right? And they bunkered themselves up in this bunker that was Masada, right? This fortress, right? And they fought. History, according to what Europeans will tell us, is that they commit suicide. The Cherokee here are saying what again?
The story has been kept alive among our Cherokee people that the Sicarii who escaped from Masada are some of our ancestors who managed to cross the waters to this land and later become known as Cherokees.
Right.
Northwood.
Read that part right there.
Please note that the phonetic resemblance of Sicarii and Cherokee or
Sigari. Right, so it's all saying the same thing. Cherokee, Sicarii, Sigari. It says note the phonetic resemblance in the language of it. They're basically saying that some of the Cherokees that are here today are literal Jews that escaped from over there, and they knew to come over here because the rest of us were already over here, right? But since you're saying that your dad is so-called black, right? And we're saying so-called because, like you said,
his mother was Cherokee and his daddy was black.
And look, and we're saying so-called black because you said you're Afro. What again?
Afro-American.
Afro-American.
Yeah,
so,
my mama's side, yeah.
Where in Africa? And that's what my brother right here gonna help you out with. Right here.
There we go. Okay,
Go ahead.
y'all.
Go ahead, brother.
Something I know about. So, are you familiar with the destruction of the Second Temple in 70 AD, like in the Bible?
Yeah, no, but I need you to refresh my memory.
Okay, so in 70 AD, the temple in Jerusalem, the second temple that was rebuilt in Jerusalem, was destroyed, right? And the Jews dispersed. They ran for their lives, right? And many of them went deeper into Africa. So we were already in North Africa. You know, well, first of all, ancient Israel is actually a part of Northeast Africa. The Middle East is like some made up stuff. You know what I'm saying? That was coined, I believe, in the 1800s by Great Britain, I believe. Right? It was so the Middle East is not a real thing. Right? That's Northeast Africa right there. And so when like the sign over here, I think it's this one. But that sign where it says that he's not a white man, he's actually a Negro. Yeah. We understand that he is because one, the Bible describes what he looks like, but two, that part of the world, there was where black people lived. Right, so it just makes sense. Like, well, why would he look like a white dude with blonde hair and he's got his blow dry? You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't even make sense geographically, right?
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Ask me a question.
Slavery.
Okay.
Back in the slavery time, all niggas or whatever you wanted to call us at that time, we lived on one island. And that's how the white man knew to come to that island to get us, because we always on just that particular island, right?
It was a whole region. So there were a lot of so I'm going on what I'm saying. So when they flee Jerusalem, a lot of them went into like Spain. A lot of them went deeper into Africa, right? And they went down to the western.
They knew where to come to get us there because we was on that particular island though.
Yeah, the Portuguese. Yeah, the Portuguese, right? And so one of the first places that we were taken as slaves was Brazil.
Yeah.
Right,
Okay,
was Brazil, and then later, I'm not sure how much later, but we were taken here to the Americas as well, right? But we were in, it was the West Coast, so it was like Guinea. You heard of Guinea?
Yeah, I heard of
Guinea, Saint Tome, and Principe, those island countries, and then it was like Nigeria, what's the name of that place? The Congo, like all through there, like they took us, like, and this is documented information. This is documented, and these people knew that they were Jews, and they were brought here on ships, right? They were brought here on ships, and many of them kept their traditions, right? In fact, there are some places in Puerto Rico where there's like over 100,
700.
over 700. See what I'm saying? My count is off. There's over 700 Hebrew inscriptions in caverns, caves, rocks, and stones. Like this is ancient Hebrew, right? This is something that had to have happened. It had to be authentic because no one speaks that. Right, right. So this was something that happened. Like, this is this is archaeology. This is history, right? And so, how do you explain that outside of the people that are documented as Jews being brought here on ships? And we just saw the prophecy about these people being brought here on ships, right? Have you heard of the Igbo Nigerians?
Yeah, no.
Okay, they know that they're Jews.
We Jews.
Well, we are.
That's right.
You and me, we are. And this brother right here, we are Jews. We are Jews. We're real Jews. Yeah, we are. We're real Jews.
Maybe I should get into politics.
And that,
y'all gonna have my back?
Right.
and that's why this conversation. Hey, someone was gonna have to go out for the truth. Someone was gonna have to go out for it. But that's why this conversation is so important, so that you know that you as a Jew have a way that you're supposed to be living. Give me what are you holding? You could drop that. Give me Romans. Go ahead, give your sign. Give me Romans 2 and blah, blah, blah. I want to say that's 21.
Also, what a lot of people don't know is that before they got African Americans on the slave ships when they came over here, before they got them white people names like I don't know, like Kevin Robinson and all these different type of European names, right? A lot of them had Hebrew names coming over here on the slave ships, right? And a lot of songs that African Americans sang were Hebrew, right? Like Kumbaya, my lord.
Yeah, all that. Yeah.
That literally means rise up, my God.
Yes.
Right? And they were singing Hebrew songs on the way over here during slavery. So this is how we know that African Americans are the real Jews and Jesus is black. It's all the stuff that
they was singing that when they was beating them on the railroad tracks.
Yeah. Wade in the water.
Wade in the water and all that stuff.
Swing low to chariot.
They knew what they was doing.
Yeah. So I mean, it's
way in the water. Yeah.
So it's really our history. So now that you know that you're a Jew, like it goes
I
right.
I knew that, but I got some anger issues.
But look, but you hearing it again. Excuse me, you hearing it again, you got the history to go with it. The history to add to your understanding.
And I know who I am and where I come from.
Right.
To my people.
All right, so check this out.
Yeah.
The book of Romans, chapter 2 and verse 28. For he is not a Jew, which is one outwardly, neither is that circumcision, which is outwardly in the flesh. But he is a Jew, which is one inwardly, and circumcision is that of the heart.
So that's good, brother. Thank you. So what this is saying is, just because you have the understanding that you're a Jew, right? You have to sanctify the Lord in your heart through circumcising your heart, right? And that means you have to obey. It goes right back to the light. You got to come to the light. You got to come to the law and begin to keep it, right? Give me Psalms 119:9, Baba Kasha. In any translation, it don't matter. Right, we have to come to the light, and we have to be cleansed from our sin. We have to be cleansed from the darkness that we've been sitting in, and just sitting there and waddling in the dirt and in the mud. We just been chilling in it. You know what I'm saying? And now this is an opportunity for you to say, you know what? I'm tired of the mud. I'm tired of the dirt.
I ain't gonna wallow in my pity no more.
You can't. You can't. Because although these curses have been put on us, we still have the responsibility as Jews to live as Jews, not outwardly but inwardly, right? Because you talked about it, you keeping the law in your heart. You said it earlier. I keep the commandments in my heart. That's good because it starts in our heart. It starts in our heart.
I'm only human. I ain't perfect. I make mistakes.
Hey, but look, we're not talking.
I tie my shoe the same way every day.
Yeah, we're not talking about because sometimes when you walking, your shoelace gonna come loose when you walking sometimes, ain't it? But what you gonna do? You gonna leave it loose or you gonna stop and tie
stop
it?
and tie it up.
Stop and tie it. Give me that.
109, right?
Psalms 119:19.
Con, this is the book of Psalms.
Or is 119:9 or 119:19? No, it's 9. Yeah, give me 9.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 9. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way?
So what's it saying? Because it's like old niggas. You're saying, how shall a young man or an older man or older woman cleanse their way, right? How? This is a question. How will I cleanse my way, right? What does it say?
By taking heed thereunto according to thy word.
According to thy word. Jump to 119, 105.
You said
Taking heed according to the word, 119, 105. Taking heed according to the word, right? Now watch this.
verse 105. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet.
Your word is a lamp unto my feet. Your word illuminates the path for me to walk on so I can see where I'm going, right?
And a light unto my path.
And a light unto my path so that I can see with my eyes where I'm going. So not only do I have a lamp, I have a light, right? And what did we just read earlier? What's the light? What's the light? You know it. What's the light?
Walking in, I don't know.
The light is the law. It's okay. It's all right. The light is the law. It's all right.
See,
the light is the law.
I ain't been practicing the law. That's what it is. See?
It's okay. It's all right.
Y'all just woke me up. See, I ain't been living right, y'all. I ain't been living the law. That's all. That's why I don't know it.
And you a Jew, so you got a responsibility to represent.
Right.
You got to respond. We got a responsibility to represent.
I ain't been living the law, y'all. That's why I don't know it. But I'm finished to.
You got to.
I don't have no choice.
You got something? What you got?
Be ye perfect.
Damn.
No. Give me Matthew 7 though.
7 and what?
7 and 23.
The book of Matthew, chapter 7 and verse 23. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name have cast out devils? And in thy name done many wonderful works?
Keep going.
And then will I profess unto them,
What's he going to say? Even though they said we did all of these great things in your name, what's he going to say?
I never knew you.
I never knew you.
Depart from me, ye that work iniquity.
Another translation says, you who practice lawlessness, right? Lawlessness is sin.
Right.
That's the absence of the law, right? Lawless,
Not
right?
practicing.
That means you live in it. That's your lifestyle. That doesn't mean you trip and fall. Because there's a difference between someone who's dragging on the ground and they're just rolling, and there's a difference between someone who's running and they trip and fall and they pick themselves back up.
Okay, that's the difference. Okay.
There's a difference. No, yeah. So ultimately, you can go. Matter of fact, you can go back to that Matthew one real quick. This is gonna fit in real quick. Go back to the one you just had. Because ultimately, as we trip and fall,
we gotta pick ourselves back up.
We do, but guess what? We have to get better at running, so we don't keep falling.
Keep tripping.
If you keep tripping and falling, at a certain point, you're being clumsy.
Right.
You learn how to walk. It's like, okay, a baby's gonna fall.
So
baby's gonna fall.
In the head in the same spot, and we ain't learning from it.
Yeah, or look at it this way: when a baby's learning how to walk, right? They fall, then they're like this, and before you know it, they know how to walk. They're headstrong and they know how to walk, right? At that point, they know how to walk. No one needs to tell a baby how to walk anymore, right? You teach them other things. Okay. And so right now, right, in the most respectful way, spiritually, you learning how to walk right now.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna tell you, be patient with yourself as you're applying these laws to your life, but apply them sincerely,
I ain't been living the law,
with diligence.
I was.
And before you go, we're gonna teach you some laws to keep. We're gonna give you some information, some laws. Okay, so go ahead.
The book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 48. Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father, which is in heaven, is perfect.
Be perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect. Then give me 1 John 3 and I want to say that's like verse 5, like 6 or 7.
3 said.
Let me explain to you. Let me share something with y'all. Let me say
Okay.
I'm going through some things. Well, it's one particular thing I'm going through. I'm learning how it's an issue for me right now. Learning to know people by their fruit.
Okay. Go to Matthew 7.
I need to hear that because I'm tired of. I know people by their fruit, but I keep falling. You understand what I'm saying? When I say falling, I may let it irritate me instead of. If I know them by their fruit, none of that should be going down, right?
Well, what's the fruit, first of all? What's the fruit?
Well, I mean, it could be anything like gossip,
Okay.
jealousy. Know
Okay.
people by their fruit. Envy.
Okay.
Know people by their fruit. So once you know people by their fruit, you would know how to. You would. I'm trying to learn how to deal with it, respond to it better, deal with it better.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you don't, please let me know. Don't tell me you doing.
I do understand. I'm trying
to know.
So, I mean, this is what I would say. I would say, and it goes right back to what we talked about earlier, not casting your pearl before swine.
Yeah.
Right. So, in this situation, your pearl or this thing of value can be your time. Right.
That too.
It could be your focus, your attention, your energy.
Yeah.
Right. If you keep giving energy to something that's not feeding you, at a certain point, it's your fault.
So that's what I'm saying. So I'm trying to learn how to get better at knowing and dealing with them and knowing them by their fruit. You understand what I'm saying? So where I don't fall short.
Well, okay, so let me say this because I feel like this is what I know what you're saying. So ultimately, right, it says in Matthew 7 that you'll know them by their fruits, right? You'll know them by their fruits, and it says
So
that
once you know them, so why I'm studying?
But hold on. So it says that a good tree cannot produce bad fruit,
right?
And a bad tree cannot produce good fruit. So the question is, once you've identified what fruit they're producing, what are you doing with that information? Are you now proceeding to treat a bad tree like a good tree? Because if you are, you can't be surprised when you bite the fruit and it's rotten.
And that's what's going on.
Stop biting the fruit. Stop casting your pearl. Stop casting your pearl.
I ain't got no hell to put nobody in,
but you're asking me a question because it's affecting you negatively.
Yeah.
All right, bring it up.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 4. It says, "Give to the godly man, and help not the sinners."
Powerful. Read that one more time, bro.
Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 4. "Give unto the godly man, and help not the sinners."
Okay, listen. I understand that. I want to say this.
Okay.
You're supposed to treat people how you want to be treated, right? Even though they don't always do that, right? So, even though I understand that, don't give to the sinners. So if I don't give to them, then how would I deal with them?
But I mean, there's this wisdom that we shouldn't even be in the company of those, right? It says bad company corrupts good habits.
I work with some of these people. Come on
okay.
now.
Well, I mean,
welcome to the real world.
I mean, I got a job too, and I work with people I don't really like.
Come on now.
I've worked with people, but see, let's go back. Remember, let's go back. We got to rewind now, because remember, we can't all be sinners if we all know how to tie our shoes. So if I know how to tie my shoes and I keep them tight, right, and they're not coming loose, then I'm not a sinner, right?
But sometimes I fall short, and I'm tired of falling short.
We all fall short, but that's
but
not.
I'm tired of that.
Then stop doing what you're doing. I mean, really, yeah.
That's right.
But
Stop tying your shoes differently.
I mean, you can tie your shoe differently, but I would go on to say that their shoes aren't tied. I would say tie your shoes. I would say actually tie your shoes. And if you believe your shoes are tied, maybe you got on the wrong shoes.
Oh, okay.
You got some?
Yeah. This is Baruch 4:28. "For as it was your mind to go astray from God, so being returned, seek him 10 times more."
Right. Seek him 10 times more. To give me that, this goes perfect what you just had. Seek him 10.
This one?
But yeah, with the wicked, seek him 10 times more, right? Because you're in a place where you're coming out of darkness, not right? And so you have to seek him 10 times harder and do what?
So Proverbs 28:4 in the NLT. To reject the law is to praise the wicked. Mm-hmm. To obey the law is to fight them.
Right. And so you're getting into a place where you've already probably spiritually been getting away from those certain things. You were ready for this conversation, right? And so your irritation, I believe, and your frustration, I believe, is coming from the fact that you're outgrowing who you used to be.
I'm through with the people.
Right. And so because you're now clinging and moving towards righteousness, people who do wickedness are irritating you.
And then
it's harder for you to deal with it.
Set boundaries. People don't like you when you set boundaries.
No, they don't. They want to be able to walk all over you and do what they want, and they don't want to hear about it after.
They don't like me. I don't care.
That's all right. That's all right.
I don't care.
That's all right. Give me Psalms 1:1, Bible Kasha.
I don't care.
And that's the important thing about what we're doing right now, because you're establishing yourself, right? You have faith. You're now going to establish that with keeping the law. You're going to establish your faith right now.
I got a cross-reference for what she was just talking about. How, like, she's through with these people.
Rage is taking hold of me because of the wicked reject your law. And then what else? Okay, hold on.
Psalms 1:1?
Yeah, give me that real quick.
So this is the book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 53. Rage has taken hold of me because of the wicked who reject your law.
It sounds like that's what's going on inside of you, having rage. It's like, I'm just tired of these people, right? Now check this out. This is one of my favorite. I love this right here. Check this out. Go to I'll tell you what's that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 1, verse 1. The happiness of the godly. No, excuse me. Salaki, correction. The book of Psalms. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly.
Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the ungodly. Now, when I hear counsel, I think advice, right? You're advising, someone's giving you advice, wicked people giving you advice. But I would dare go on to say it's also just hanging out with them, right?
Well, you see, when I hang with them, I notice that my light dims their darkness.
Okay.
They don't like that. They get irritated by it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't go around them, but they want to keep coming around me. So, hey, it is what it is.
Hey, but moths are attracted to the light.
Yeah.
Moths are attracted to the light. Yep, keep going.
Nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful.
So sitting among sinners and those who are scornful, those who are wicked, man, there's no blessings that come from that. Right, and you're feeling that, like the brother just read. That rage is starting to come out, and it's starting to bother you, right?
Yeah.
But now check this out. Watch this.
But his delight is in the law of the Lord.
So right now, right, you're hearing about the law in a way that you probably haven't before, and you're receiving it. So if you delight in the law of the Lord, what? Keep going.
And in his law doeth meditate day and night.
If you meditate on his law day and night,
and he shall be like a tree planted by the river of water.
You'll be like a tree planted in a secure location right by the water.
Always growing.
The tree by the water gonna get a tree that's by the water you're gonna get fed. You're gonna get that spiritual nutrients, right?
All the time.
Right? And what happens with that nutrients? Go ahead.
That bringeth forth his fruit in his season.
Brings forth its fruit. Now we see fruit again, right? We see fruit. And we talked about how a good tree cannot produce bad fruit, and a bad fruit cannot produce. So someone who is meditating on God's law and produces fruit in its season is going to produce good fruit, right? And he's going to, and I dare to say these are blessings, right? Go ahead.
Because sometimes you have to separate yourself and leave these people alone.
Oh, you have to. It have to. Give me 1 Corinthians 15.
Sometimes the only way I've noticed that the only way God gets my attention is when he get me by myself. When I'm around other people, I don't hear him.
Watch this. Look. Watch this.
First
It took me a long time to figure that out. It took me a long time to figure that out.
But watch this though, because you had to isolate yourself because there weren't people in your life that were doing this.
Yeah.
You had to, right? And so, and you got space to be you undisturbed. You began to flourish because the people around you wasn't good for you. Wasn't good for your spiritual growth.
You said 15 and 33?
Yep.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 33. Be not deceived.
Be not deceived.
Evil communications corrupt good manners.
Evil communication corrupts good manners. But there's another translation that says bad company corrupts good habits. Bad company corrupts good habits.
Bad company came from, y'all. I'm just gonna be honest with you. My own family.
It be like that.
But that hurt. My family, my blood. My blood?
Yeah. No, it be like that.
I thought back in the day blood used to be thicker than water, but I didn't find out not no more. Not no more, y'all. drink water no more, y'all.
Yeah. You get that one. You get it.
I already got it right here.
I didn't been.
This those
see me.
who's my mother, who's
Oh
my
yeah,
brother.
bring it up.
I'm
Just
the,
go ahead and bring it. You got something else? What's
I'm the outcast of my family.
no, don't worry about it. Give me that.
This is the book of Matthew. This book of Matthew, chapter 12, 48 through 50. But he answered and said unto him, Salakia, and said unto him that told him, who is my mother and who is my brethren?
Okay, so let me just give you a quick understanding what's going on. So Jesus, right, the Messiah, the anointed one, he was preaching, he was teaching, and somebody came in this big crowd and said, hey, your mother and your brother and your sister, they your folks outside, right? And then this is his response to what the person who said his family's outside, right? This is the response, right?
He said, who is my mother and who are my brethren?
Who is my mother and who are my brothers, right? 'Cause you talking about you having issues, blood thicker than water, and right? Because I know that saying. I grew up hearing that, right? And I agree things are not as they were even when I was a kid, right? Because I went to prison, I came back, everything was different, right? But this is what the one who we follow, right? This is what he said, right? About family.
And he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples and said, behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother.
So he stretched out his hand to his disciples and said, whoever is doing the will of my Father in heaven, right, is my mother and my brothers and my sisters, right? And so I say, if you're doing the will, right, and I don't mean that like in a mean way, but if you're doing the will, we are your brothers.
I know.
We're your brothers.
My brothers in Christ.
We're your family.
I know that.
We're your family.
I know that.
And so the thing that we have to let go of is this kind of like earthly, earthly understanding.
We gotta move sides.
We gotta move.
We gotta move.
Yeah, they gotta clean all this. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, listen, my peoples. When y'all come be back out?
We got a flyer for her. We got flyers.
Give me a flyer.
Gabar got him.
Let's get that flyer out, man.
I'm gonna start coming and listening to y'all. Yeah.
Yeah, we be here often. We be here. And we be in Berkeley.
Before, but I never really listened to y'all.
Okay, yeah, you gotta come because we come out here to edify, build up, and encourage our people. So this is really what these conversations what we come out here for.
There you go.
So there's an email. I don't know if you use YouTube or TikTok or Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is our email. This is our YouTube. That's Instagram, and that's our TikTok.
Okay.
So you can find us on there, and then there's some scriptures on the front. I mean, I don't know if you want to go. We're going to go across the street if you want to keep talking, but
I gotta go
if
to
not,
the bathroom.
okay, that's all right. But this is how you can find us, and then what you
Sorry
think?
about this beer in my hand, y'all.
That's not offensive to me, but
yeah, I work for UCSF, the police department.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm just legit.
Okay, no, yeah, it's all good.
Legit.
It's all good.
And I got y'all.
It's all good. It's all good.
I gotta go to the bathroom, y'all.
Yeah, you just carry this. Okay, it was nice talking to you. But remember,
Thank
keep
you,
the
my
laws.
peoples.
Keep the laws.
I'm finna start.
Keep the
Yeah.
laws.
That's what it
Start
is.
in
I don't know
Exodus
the
20.
law.
Start Exodus 20.
My brother.
Start reading Exodus chapter 20.
My brother.
One second.
You
My
heard me?
brother.
Start reading Exodus chapter 20. Right? It's
Exodus.
going to cover the 10 commandments and then just keep going from there.
Man.
It's going to get into the judgments, right? Things that we should do when certain things happen amongst us.
Mm-hmm.
How to squash feuds between us. How to deal with if something happens with my neighbor or someone
Right.
who might be an enemy amongst your people. It's
yeah.
going to teach you how to deal with them. It's going to teach you, the godly way, right? To
Right.
deal with our people. And just keep reading. Start at Exodus 20 and just keep going.
But you could read from the beginning, so you understand who Moses is, why God chose Moses, and why he went to the mountain to give us these law statutes.
Wait a minute. Let me tie my shoe up, y'all. Y'all go ahead.
All right, sis.
Tie my shoe up.
We'll wait for you. Hey, man. Hope y'all brothers
Thank you.
enjoying the live, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. Man, Ken and George in here bugging in this chat, man. Imagine Christ coming to show you exactly how to live your life, and you say, nope, only he can do it. Come on, man. He's the perfect example for you to do exactly what he told you to do. If you can't do that, man, you better try harder. Try your hardest. Stop being so lame and giving yourself an excuse that you can't do it because only he can. Give me one, 16th mission.
finished that side. They come here.
Are they? They will go for a little bit.
The kid is that.
We're just gonna go for a little bit. Once they're done cleaning over there, they're gonna more than likely come back over here. No, put it right there. Let these people know, man. Shaba Vistacar, man. Hold it down in the chat, brother. I don't know what's going on with this man, Cam. Sinless, blameless, without fault, all go together, man. Hey, and it's
All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready? We live. All right, para empezar, queremos dar todo honra y gloria a nuestro Dios Yahweh, Ba'Shem Mashiach Yahushai. Es todo honra y gloria a nuestro Dios en el nombre de su Hijo prójimo, que el mundo le llama Jesucristo, ¿verdad? Hace ratito estábamos allá del otro lado y miré mucha gente mirando esta imagen que está aquí, ¿verdad? Diciendo, ¿cómo es de que le están poniendo cuernos a mi Jesucristo vendido, ¿verdad? Pero la cosa es de que esta imagen aquí no es realidad la imagen de Jesucristo. Esta imagen que tenemos aquí lo recibimos sobre los caucásicos, man, los gabachos, esa gente malvada, man. Nos dio esta imagen para poder tenernos abajo de la sociedad, man, debajo de toda la gente, para que nosotros siempre pensáramos de que la gente semejante son los caucásicos, man.
Right.
Pero cuando uno en realidad lee la Biblia, sabemos de que la gente de la Biblia no eran caucásicos, man. Eran morenos, eran gente de color, ¿verdad? Agarra Juan 7:38 y agarra cómo en realidad se parece nuestro Salvador, ¿verdad? Porque esa es la primera cosa que quiero explicar, ¿verdad? Lee eso, por favor.
No 38.
Así está bien.
Ok.
Es el libro de San Juan 7:37. El último día de la fiesta era el más importante.
Ajá.
Aquel día Jesús, puesto de pie,
Right.
dijo con voz fuerte,
¿Verdad? Estas son las palabras de nuestro Salvador Jesucristo, ¿verdad? Léelo.
Can, si alguien tiene sed, venga a mí. Y el que cree en mí, que beba. Como dice la escritura, del interior de aquel correrán ríos de agua viva.
¿Verdad? Tenemos que obedecer las cosas de la Biblia, ¿me? Tenemos que ir a Jesucristo para que Él nos dé esa sabiduría, esa agua de sabiduría para que nosotros lleguemos a la vida, ¿verdad? Para que despertemos de esta muerte de pensamiento de que los que nos dan en falsas doctrinas, ¿verdad? Con eso es de que sabemos de que debemos de ocupar las escrituras para saber quién es Cristo y cómo se parece Cristo, ¿verdad?
Right.
Lees. What you got?
You know the curses?
Hold on. Go ahead. Read that.
Esto es el libro de Apocalipsis, capítulo 1, versículo 13.
¿Verdad?
En medio de los candelabros estaba alguien semejante al Hijo del Hombre.
¿Verdad? Alguien semejante al Hijo del Hombre. Sabemos de que en este contexto de aquí está hablando de Jesucristo. Aquí está pasando una revelación, una visión que Juan está teniendo sobre Jesucristo y de lo que va a pasar en los últimos días del mundo. Síguele.
Vestido con una túnica que llegaba hasta los pies.
¿Verdad? Síguele.
Y ceñando como un banda de oro en la altura del pecho.
¿Verdad? Ahí nomás está explicando su vestidura. Tenía una vestidura larga, ¿verdad? Con un cinto de oro en el pecho, ¿verdad? Síguele.
Y su cabellera lucía blanca como la lana.
¿Verdad? Su cabellera, su cabeza, ¿verdad? Su cabello es blanco como la lana, ¿verdad?
Como la nieve.
Como la nieve, ¿verdad? Está diciendo aquí que está dando ejemplo de la textura de su pelo y el color de su pelo. Este caucásico de aquí no tiene pelo como lana. ¿Quién es este caucásico que nos dan, verdad? Diciendo de que... Brother, we don't smoke up here, man. Come on, we out here teaching the Bible, my brother. If you understand Spanish?
No, I don't.
Nah? What's your ethnicity, if you don't mind me asking?
Native American.
Native American? All praise to the Most High, brother. What's your name?
Sandoval.
Sandoval?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sandoval. Nice to meet you, brother.
Cigarette, by the way?
Nah, brother, we don't smoke, bro. We teaching the Bible. My name is Ara, right? Right. Yeah, this better than this cigarette right here, bro. The words of the Bible, man.
Right. Right, enough of that. I mean, you gotta convince me.
Gotta convince you?
Okay.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up.
That's a ghetto. Where you go, brother? I didn't give a fuck.
I mean,
And I still don't give a fuck, by the way.
check that out right there, right?
What? Tell me something.
So this right here is the information that we basically
I still
stand
get a
on.
cigarette, by the way.
Well, you're not gonna get a cigarette from us, brother. I'm gonna tell you that right now. If that's all you're looking for, you're not getting a cigarette from us.
Cigarette because actually I get it. I'm not getting anything I want.
All right, but
Tell me something.
all right, I'm gonna tell you something right now, brother. You're a Gadite. You're part of the lost tribes of the one. You're
I'll read it. I can
you're part of the lost 10 tribes of Israel, man. From who we would expect to be from the tribe of Gad, right?
I ain't no bullshit, tell you what. But
It-
I'm listening.
It's what?
I ain't no bullshit, bro. I'm gonna listen.
What makes you think it's bullshit?
No, he's saying he's not.
No, I said I'm not
Oh,
gonna
you're not gonna
bullshit.
bullshit. Okay, my bad, brother. I didn't. What tribe of Native American are you?
Oh, my tribe is so far away
From-
that it's just destruction.
Like from where?
From it's not the city shit. It's the valley shit. The shit that we're in a smaller community.
Okay.
We didn't really get
What's their name, if you don't mind me asking?
Yo, Kale.
Yokel?
Kale.
Okay. I've never heard too much of that, right? But basically what I want to get into, right, to prove to you that you are an Israelite, right? What are you aware of, like what happened to the Native Americans under the control of the
reason
Caucasians,
why is
right?
Because this shit wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all the people that came across the land and fucking destroyed the
Let's just be real. They downtrodden our people,
they came
right?
over here and started regulating shit over
Yeah,
here.
they wanted.
We were fucking, all we had was peace and water. The water was good. Water was hub.
Life was amazing for us out here, bro.
Yes, it was.
Before the Caucasians came out here, right?
But boo, we can't manage that shit. That's not
Look.
I gotta shut the fuck up.
Look, check this out right here, brother. You see this right here? You see this right here?
I earned my feathers. I earned my fucking feathers. Tell you what, I earned my feathers. I earned my shit.
Hey, I mean, all praises, brother. But look, I want to show you. I want to give you this. Show you this right here, right? So this right here is a mountain of buffalo skulls, of bison skulls, and that right there is a white man just standing upon it proudly, man. Give me that in Deuteronomy, Bible
So
Christian.
much shit though, but yeah.
Exactly. But look, check this out, man. I want to read this to you in the Bible that said this was gonna happen to us
I already knew it was gonna happen.
for a reason.
I didn't know it was gonna happen, but I read the shit.
All right, well, let me show you why it says that it was gonna happen to us, right?
Remember that shit? I was hella good off money.
Deuteronomy 28:15. All right, you hold 31 and you give me 15. Okay. You're in 26.
That's like it.
I think I'm better than what I am. I had to leave.
I agree with you, brother. Go ahead, read this. Look, check this out right here, brother. Because there's a little bit of context to what goes into this, right? Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right, so if we don't listen to God and we don't go by the ordinances that he gave us, that means that he was going to put curses upon us, right? And there's a reason why I pointed this one out specifically.
I'm native too, and I understand.
Exactly. But look, check this out, brother. Check this out. I just wanted to show you the example in the Bible, right? Go ahead, read this. The brother's a little inebriated, right? Look, check this out right here, brother. Go ahead.
Con, it's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 31.
Right, so it's the same chapter. After God tells us that he's going to put curses on us for not listening, he said that this is one of the curses. Go ahead.
Con, thine ox shall be slain before thine eyes.
Right, thine ox, man. That means that your animals of the field, right? Like your cattle-like animals were going to be slain before you, right? Go ahead.
And thou shalt not eat thereof.
Right.
Thine ass shall be violently taken away before thy face.
Right, all right, so the brother walked away, right? It's all good, man. I hope he checks out that information when he wakes up a little bit more sober tomorrow, right? But just to go a little bit into that, so he said that, oh, he's coming back? He's coming? No, he's not coming back. Yeah, he's right? So basically, curses were going to be put upon Israelites for not following God's commandments. Right here, one of the curses said that the ox, the cattle-like animals that we had, were going to be slain, and that we weren't going to be able to eat from them, right? Go ahead.
Con. Thine ass shall be violently taken away before thy face.
Right, go ahead.
And shall not be restored to thee. Thy sheep shall be given unto thine enemies.
Right.
And thou shalt have none to rescue them.
Right, they're going to take all of our cattle, all of our livestock, and we wouldn't even be able to survive from that, bro. And what do they do now? They sell it to us.
You know what I can say? That's so much I can say right now. I can't continue on.
Nah, it's all good. Look, brother, I would much prefer to have a conversation with you when you're a little bit more sober.
No, this is city life. So when you live in the city, you live this different type of life. So this is when you
yeah, but I want to give you.
Come to where I grew up. This lot that we live out there, we don't have that.
The reason why I want to talk to you when you're sober is so that you can remember what I talked to you about, brother.
We don't do this shit out here in the fucking city.
Right. Okay. I get that, brother. I get that.
We don't bet on nobody.
What I want to tell you, bro. My message to you is you are an Israelite from the tribe of Gad, what we would respect. Repent and come back to the law statutes of God. Repent and come back to the law statutes of God, man, so that when Christ comes back, he can save us, bro.
The government, the fucking white ways.
Yeah, bro.
They fucking bat on them.
Yeah,
yeah. This is the government.
I agree.
We bet on them.
I agree, brother. But
Don't bow down to the white man.
Fuck that.
Hold on, brother. Hold on. Good
I come from the rest. We don't fucking. Fuck that
I
shit.
Get that, brother, but look.
At the same time, I'm respectful. Like,
I get that. But brother, I would rather talk to you when you're sober. You got our paperwork. You got our paperwork, bro. So hit us up on email, hit us up on TikTok, Instagram, whatever you want, brother.
Yeah.
All right.
Looking over here.
¿Alguno de ustedes tiene preguntas? Estamos hablando de la Biblia. Ya sé de que nos han visto aquí ya casi varios años, ¿verdad? He visto que se rieron de esta imagen. ¿Qué piensa de esta imagen? Unos cuernos en Cristo. ¿Qué piensa de eso, hermano? ¿Usted piensa que este en realidad es Cristo? ¿Este gabacho? ¿Este malvado? ¿Este caucásico? Este no es Cristo, hermano. La Biblia dice que Cristo tiene pelo de lana, que tiene pelo blanco y es como lana, y tiene piel de bronce. Go ahead, go back to that.
Here we go. Versículo 14. Su cabellera lucía blanca como la lana.
¿Verdad?
Como la nieve,
¿verdad?
Y sus ojos resplandecían como la llama de fuego.
sus ojos eran como una llama de fuego. Yo creo que ya vienen para acá estos güeyes. Aquí este caucásico tiene pelo lacio y tiene ojos azules, man. Síguele.
All right. Versículo 15. Y sus pies parecen bronce al rojo vivo. Oh, that's, yeah.
Yeah.
En un horno.
¿Verdad? Su piel es como bronce, como si ya estaba hecho en el horno, man. Quisieron decir que cuando metes algo al horno se hace moreno, se hace oscuro. Es quemado, está prieto, ¿verdad? Dice aquí que Cristo tiene pelo como lana, está blanco y tiene ojos rojos y tiene piel como bronce. Este caucásico aquí, este gabacho no es en realidad Jesucristo. Esta imagen viene de un representante de César Borgia, ¿verdad? Y esta imagen nos dieron para que nosotros sirviéramos a ellos, éramos sirvientos para ellos, ¿verdad? Go ahead, give me that.
29 where it says-
Come on, just get that, just get it.
Es el libro de Deuteronomio 28 y 29. Y andarás a tientas como el ciego en la oscuridad.
¿Verdad? Y vamos a ser como ciegos en la oscuridad, ¿verdad? Go ahead.
Acá, nada de lo que hagas te saldrá bien. Te verás siempre oprimido y explotado y nadie vendrá en tu ayuda.
¿Verdad? Eso está hablando de las maldiciones que iban a pasar a la gente, los israelitas, por no obedecer a Dios, man. Como esto. Y todo lo que andan haciendo aquí. Andan aquí vendiendo cosas sobre la calle y no van a salir para adelante haciendo eso. Pero eso tiene que ver con las maldiciones que nuestra gente tiene que vivir. Get the catching up. We're going to be the head. They're going to be the head. We're going to be the tail. And then give me the one that says we're going to go to them for in want of all things. And I'm going to cut it off right there. Right there, give me. Okay, yeah, get that, and then you get 48.
Versículo 44. Ellos podrán hacerte préstamos y tú, por el contrario, no tendrás nada que prestar.
¿Verdad? Ellos nos van a hacer préstamos como nos hacen en el banco, pero nosotros no podemos hacer eso con ellos. Go ahead.
Los primeros lugares serán para ellos.
¿Verdad? Ellos van a ser los del primer lugar. ¿Verdad? Síguele.
Acá. Y para ti, los últimos.
¿Verdad? Y nosotros vamos a ser los últimos. Por eso es de que estamos viviendo las condiciones que vivimos ahorita, man. Ellos están arriba y nosotros estamos abajo. Read that.
Deuteronomio capítulo 28, versículo 48. Por eso sufrirás hambre y sed, desnudez y pobreza extrema, y serás esclavo de los enemigos que el Señor enviará contra ti. Ellos te pondrán un yugo de hierro sobre el cuello y te destruirán por completo.
¿Verdad? Y eso es lo que está pasando con nuestra gente. Tenemos que ir a ellos para todo lo que ocupamos, agua, ropa y todo, ¿verdad? Y todo esto nos está pasando por no ver obedecido las palabras de Dios, las ordenancias que nos dio desde el principio del mundo, man. ¿Verdad? Y con eso quiero dar todo honra y gloria a nuestro Padre Yahweh, en el nombre de su Hijo prójimo Yahweh Shai, y decir Shalom.
Shalom.
They're tripping trying to fight the sanitary cleaners. Look, man, it is not a sin to lie to a heathen. It is a sin to lie to an Israelite. Thus says Leviticus, right? So Abraham doing something, trying to get out of death in Egypt. Same thing with Isaac. And you over here saying that it's a sin when the Bible, I believe it's either prayer of Manasseh or prayer of Azariah, says that Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob did not sin. But yet here you come saying, no, yes, look, they did sin. Come on, bro. The father of faith sinned. This is Christianity for you guys. And again, man, I hope y'all enjoyed that. Lord willing, that sister comes back around and listens, man. And shalom, family.